Hello. Hello. I'm inviting people. Invite your friends. Invite your enemies. Dielectric. Vicky. Oh my God. I hate it when they don't keep these in order. Now I have to remember who I invited. Jesus. It's always the most exciting part of this show. Oh God damn it. I don't know. I'm sorry if I send you 2 invites, but this thing's doing a stupid thing again. Oh, I saw Aunt Marta there. Oh, come on now. Okay, I did it. 8 people sitting there watching me do nothing. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Thank you for liking the live already. Breeze here, oh my God. Gotta get you up in a box. Zazon, how are you? Thank you all for reposting. Get them fingers going, because, I pissed them off some more. They'll be there. They'll be there hating. What are these other buttons here? Oh, hold on. All right. 6 years. 6 years in a row of lives. What? Well, this is hell. Starting our 8th week. We're going live 7 days a week. Oh, what fun we have. Bree, I'm going to invite Aunt Marta. And I don't know you other people. Zazon. Okay. Bree, hi, how are you?
Hey, Birch. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We got another one of those black boxes with nobody in it. That happened yesterday. It stayed there the whole time. Oh, it's Aunt Marta. Hey. Aunt Marta's in the black box.
Hey, Marta.
Hey, Bree.
How you doing?
I'm trying to stay cool. This heat is a nightmare, and it gets worse every year. Is it hot over where you are?
Not hot like New Orleans hot. It's
Yeah,
hot
it's
for
just
Ohio, but not yet. Yeah, you win. You
it's
win.
it's just brutal. I'm trying to stay inside as much as I can, with a little bit of AC, and it's just I don't know how Birch sits out there for hours. It's too hot.
Well,
Hey.
don't you see when I walk away, I come back dripping wet? I go and hose my head. See, I got the wet look going on right now.
Well, I thought that was why you're dripping wet is because you hose yourself down, not because you're sweaty.
Yeah, well, I thought you were saying the other thing. You just said you don't know how I stay out here. That's how I stay out here. I hose myself every so often.
Oh, okay.
My shirt's
You and your hose.
soaked. Yeah.
Hey, get it.
I'm not going to touch that one.
Hey everyone.
Bitches.
How
Hi.
you doing?
Hi Aunt Marta.
How's it going?
Not too bad. I'm starting to catch a case of laryngitis because of all the moving. But we're leaving at 4
Oh,
a.m., so I have to finish up this laundry.
moving is the worst. Good luck. I hope it ends quickly.
Yeah, me too. It's a 3-day drive, but I have motels
Oh,
booked along the way to stop and sleep, so.
so where are you moving from?
Well, I'm not really moving from. I'm closing on another house down in Florida, so in the wintertime I'll be in Florida, in the summertime I'll be up here in Maine.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What part of
It's
Florida?
so
Um,
hot here.
Winter Haven. It's
Oh,
like
yeah. That's
45
in,
minutes outside of Orlando.
yep, that's in Polk County.
Yeah, I have some friends down there that finally convinced me to look for a house, and I found a house I liked. It's a 5-bedroom. I put in an offer, and we're closing soon.
Well,
Wait.
congratulations on that.
Thank you. It's my first time ever having a mortgage, so I'm a little nervous, but it's okay.
Mortgage companies suck. I'm just saying.
But wait a minute, if you're moving soon, you're moving in the heat of the summer.
And hurricane season.
I
Yeah.
know, but it is what it is. I saw the house I wanted and I jumped on it, so it was
Yeah, I
like
Do what you got to
now or
I
do.
think
never.
Orlando's far enough inland where you're not going to worry about hurricanes, right?
Okay.
It's a level 3 flood zone, so I think I'm okay.
Okay, good.
We're X, right? What's a level
Yeah.
3?
A level 3 is the least likely to be flooded.
Okay, here it's
Okay.
X.
Yeah, it's the equivalent is X here.
Okay. Hello, Dark
Good.
Sunny. And
I live in the desert.
Dark Sunny Bunny. Thank you for the heart me. Lucifer Morningstar, thank you for following. Be sure and hit the bell notification thing on my profile so you get notified when I go live. We are starting our 8th week of going live, 7 days a week. And then August 1st, I'm going to be on Spookies live, prime time. I usually don't do prime time because that's like, family time and stuff like that. You got to pimp yourself out, man. Get them hits. And they're, they're out there talking about me again. I know I did it again, but it was, they were starting to not talk about me. And I need that energy. I need that energy for my next lottery ticket, man. So I needed to. That's how magical warfare, feeding on your enemies, works, which you can find at gumroad.com/witchschool. You can find it in my profile picture. But you piss some people off, get them to pay attention to you, throw spells at you, and then you can literally make them do your magic for you. So yeah, I had to poke the bear. Theo, doing good. How are you?
You say me?
Theo. Theo said, "How's
Oh,
everyone doing?"
oh, okay.
Butter pecan. Where's your shoes? Get your shoes on.
I just showed you guys around
Mo was going to
outside.
get some ice cream and she's not leaving without shoes. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I saw that. It's beautiful out there.
Yeah, I saw.
Thanks.
Yeah, it looks
That's
nice.
110 degrees though.
Like literally, or the heat index.
Literally.
Oh,
I'm in the desert in Palm Springs. It's hot.
what's the heat
Palm
index then?
Springs. Wow.
What's the heat index? 130.
Oh, heat index, it's kind of low right now. It's super hot though.
Yeah, Birch, they don't have any humidity, so
Oh,
there's
yeah,
not the heat
yeah.
index doesn't really count.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a heat index thing. or
Yeah.
humidity.
Dry
Yeah.
heat doesn't have a heat index. I
Oh.
don't think.
So the UV is just kind of low lately, but I mean, it feels a lot higher than it says. So I don't really believe the weather app.
So what's your Bree? Your latest series? What's that about? Are you up to 3 yet? I saw 2 of them.
Series. I done forgot. I'll start a series. I am awful about starting a series and then I get distracted, and it's part of the ADHD. It's very notorious that everybody has a different flavor of ADHD, and I'll start a series and then I get distracted and I'm like squirrel and I'm on to something else.
Yeah, like I've gotta add more to the old ways revived, witchcraft without Wicca, and wort cunning. So I definitely do that. I get all hardcore into it. I'll put out 3 classes in a series and then go on to another series and say, oh wait, I didn't finish that first series. I got to go back. So always something new at Gumroad.com.
Always.
What you up to, Zazon? All right, Zazon's not listening. Okay.
I always want to tell people when I hear you say the word word cutting, it's WORT.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I think his signal isn't so great right now.
I think what, who?
Zazon's signal isn't so great. He's got the red bars in the corner.
Oh, yeah, I can't even see that. Hey, Lou, how are you? Good to see you, Lou. We started a little early today, so it'll take a bit for our regulars to show up, and my mods and all that. Good to hear it, Lou. Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, where I teach witchcraft for a living, going on into my 46th year of teaching witchcraft. And Lux Lady's here.
When's your anniversary?
Which one?
Mine's in October of witchcraft.
I believe mine was May. Something. I got it written down in my book of shadow.
Yeah, mine will be 32 this October.
Right on. Hexfest is the 7th through the 9th of August.
Yep.
Get over there to hexfest.com. Check that out, Lou. Hope to see you there.
Yeah, it literally starts in a couple weeks.
And for those of you, always people, bitching instead of witching that they can't afford to go to Hexfest. Well, if you can't afford to go to Hexfest, you can catch a little piece. Get over there to gumroad.com/witch school, up there in my profile thing. And big seller now is The Art of Magical Warfare, which was literally it's The Art of Magical Warfare from my first Hexfest, where Aunt Marta was sitting in the front row and just recorded my whole thing. I'm very animated and moving around the room, and I'm dressed all in white, so that's worth the price of admission. You ever want to see Birch all in white? That's worth it right there. Hello, Lux Lady Guy. You got your hairs did, makeup's on, all that stuff. Got dressed up for this thing. Or you're just coming home from church, huh?
Oh, hell no. No.
She's always beautiful.
I was coming back from the laundromat, honey. I
Oh,
would
you
sit
get
with
really
you.
dressed up for the laundromat. Looking good.
Tiara, most witches don't think of this, and I hope the haters aren't here to hear this, but if you make your profile picture with your camera where it reverses, like make your profile picture without anything with print, because see, this shows you that my camera's backwards.
Yeah,
Most
like when
witches
you were
don't-
showing the Money Spells book yesterday, it was backwards the entire time.
So most witches don't think about that, and they'll grab your profile picture off of your social media and use that for their spell work. But if your camera is mirrored, it reverses their their intent to do that. It reverses their ability to do that. So it's almost as good as doing your profile picture with mirrored sunglasses. That one's really good because if I'm going to work your profile picture, what I really want is your eyes. The eyes are the mirror of your soul, man. I want them fucking eyes. So goddamn it, every time I do that, they're going to give me balloons. It's kind of cool, but
They all float.
let's just keep the party going, man. Come on. Oh, come on.
So let me give you a little tip and trick and hack on what Birch is talking about. So one of the things that I do is I have selenite bars. When my phone is charged, I do this every day. I put my phone on the selenite bar, and for some reason, it just affects the energy. And it's one way how I protect my phone and my likeness.
Yeah.
You run your hand over your phone like this right now and like across. You can feel the heat coming off of it. You put a sigil and you can anoint it with whatever you want and put it in the back of your phone case. You can protect your phone that way too. I like the selenite though.
Yeah, I got one of these wallet cases, so I have the transformation sigils tucked in right behind my phone. So let the hate flow through you. Send it this way. Come on,
I do keep
I got lottery
sigils.
tickets I gotta win, man. Come on, keep hating. Keep hating.
Yeah,
It's your
so when
job.
we fight, I'm actually trying to help you.
Yeah.
I too keep sigils in between my phone and my phone case.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And on my computer, it'll be like my my background photo on my
Me
computer.
too.
Or if I do like a screensaver, it'll be that. Absolutely. Yes, Tiara, you're welcome. That's what we do over here. I mean, most days, sometimes we, talk about, memory lane. And one day we talked about TV shows and movies that we like that have witchy themes. But most of the time we're over here learning magic. Sigils is a screensaver. Absolutely. Absolutely. And your profile picture. I have this one called the Money Magnet Sigil. You can find that at Uncle Birch on YouTube. And the video is To Hide a Sigil in Plain Sight, where we literally built a sigil at a pub in the patio area, and the place was packed. We got a bunch of witches. When we built this sigil, we sent it around the table, and everybody added a piece to the sigil. And so it's meant to all attention it gets from anyone, it charges the sigil. So it's one of those sigils that you don't burn it. Well, you can burn it when you're doing a personal spell, but you use it again. And at a certain point, we loaded the sigil into all of our phones and sent it to like Google Images and all these places all over the internet where it would pop up. And we all held our phones up and yelled at the top of our lungs, "So mote it be," and pressed send. Well, every fucking eye on that patio was on us. So from the moment that thing was created, it's been drawing energy. People have sent me, where they posted it as tags, graffiti. There was one person that posted it on all the freeway entrances in Hollywood, and the biggest one was the 405. Because if you happen to find yourself getting on the 405, you're stressing. You're sending out some fucking energy. Any time of the day or night, you never want to be on that fucking freeway. So if you find yourself having to get on that freeway, you're sending energy to that thing. And now, it's been on the internet for over 15 years. I've seen people use that as their profile pictures all over the place. So everyone that's used it for magic, everybody that's looked at it, everybody that's given it any attention, has charged it. So even if when you're feeling down, you're broke. Like, it's really hard to do a money spell when you're broke because you don't have that money energy around you. But you go and use that sigil, and it's charged for you. You don't even have to pick up your wand, y'all. So,
It's funny
yeah.
you should say that because I printed out 500 stickers on my label maker with sigils. Them fuckers are all over New York City. Everywhere.
Yeah. Well,
But does that
I'm caught.
energy jump back to the creator of the sigil? Do they get a
Yeah,
piece of it?
yeah. That's
Yeah.
programmed into the sigil. So yeah, when they use that sigil, then energy comes to them. And there was one time I caught this kid tagging my witch store. And when I caught him, he's going, oh, I'm sorry. Please don't turn me into a toad or anything. I pulled out my best Gandalf and I went, perhaps,
Scared the shit out of him.
perhaps not. I said, okay, I will do what you ask under one condition. I handed him, I went inside, I drew down the sigil, handed it to him, said, I want you to tag this all over town. Every place that you tag, I want you to make this part of your routine. I walk most places in this town, and if I see that sigil somewhere, I will not turn you into a toad. So get busy. That thing was everywhere, man. Even put it on those like stickers. They'd use those packing stickers and just put their tag on them and put the stickers everywhere. It was fucking everywhere all over that town. It's probably still there.
I went and got me a sticker maker. Saves a lot of money too. Invest in a sticker maker.
Oh yes, invest in one. I can promise you it's gonna work. It works great for me.
If you don't
Birch
have
coming
one,
live from New Orleans, reminding you that Level 1 Witch School is available at a reduced price for the first time in history. Get over there to gumroad.com/witch school. You can find it in my profile picture, and you'll probably find it down here in the chat in just a second. And look for Level 1 Join Anytime. However, there are so many classes over there. You're bound to find something else you like. Magical warfare, feeding on your enemies, has been all the rage on Witch Talk since the pandemic, at least, because Witch Talk is toxic, witch toxic. And you might as well, turn that shit into your advantage. And those of you, if you got the money, come see me at HexFest, hexfest.com/witch school. If you don't, well, first of all, start witching. Don't say I don't have the money. Fucking make the fucking money. Fucking use the money magnet sigil that I just gave you on YouTube on the video to hide a sigil in plain sight. If you can't get up the money, and I hate to say the word can't, you can catch a little piece of it. My first appearance at HexFest is on Witch School, and it's called The Art of Magical Warfare. And it was my first time, so I was fucking energetic and excited, running back and forth. I think it was epic, and it ain't bragging if it's true. But also, you get to see Uncle Birch in all white. That alone will be worth the price of admission because it's very rare. When it happens now, it tends to happen privately. I don't tend to go to any public things where I have to wear white. Back to the crowd. What's any word on our friend in the medically induced coma there, Quad?
The last update that I got was that her brain activity was good, and they were. I haven't heard anything since. I kind of backed away because whatever. Last night I lit a candle with people in my chat, and I don't want to pry, and I don't want to ask questions, and I don't want to do anything but wait and see at this point.
Yeah, and we want to, we want to find out if it's true. I hope you trust your source. I will not give out the name because I've been asked not to. I will, however, say it is a friend of the show. Those of you that don't know what we're talking about, somebody that was definitely in a clash with the Five. Allegedly, that ant crawling over the camera was pretty cool looking. Allegedly tried to unalive themselves and are in a medically induced coma at this time. And there's, I've received videos from the Five bragging about anybody that crosses them will end up unaliving themselves or institutionalized. So it wasn't a far stretch what I said. However, that video is in appeal right now. We'll see if that video comes back up. But I'm sure most of my people.
Oh, they reported your video for calling them out for their behavior. Of course, naturally.
Yep. That's all they got.
Wow.
They don't have any magic. None of them can do any magic. And if you can, I know you're out there. If you can, keep doing it, man. I'm eating that shit. They accused me, way back when I first started shit with them of using this situation to siphon power off of it. Bitch, I'm a witch. Of course. I'm out here right now, barefoot on the fucking dirt, surrounded by the nature of my fucking house, and I'm siphoning off from all of that shit. A witch uses the energy around them. All of it. Now, I recognize, some people might be practicing hoodoo. Hoodoo doesn't recognize that. Hoodoo doesn't recognize the moon, doesn't recognize the planets, none of that energy. It's like, why the fuck not? Those energies are definitely coming into our sphere all the time. Why would you not make your magic better and do hoodoo with the moon phases?
And I think that's what a lot of people were missing when I was going through my years-long battle with them, is that the reason why I was standing up front and taking the brunt of the majority of what they were doing to other people within my circle is because I knew that the people in my circle were not there yet to be able to withstand it. Yeah. And so when Birch and I call something out, is because we can withstand the repercussions. So I want to make sure that when we talk about these things, that people don't take it upon themselves to go and bully them or incite them to target you.
Yeah, I feed off the repercussions. Do we have an update? Vicky, her brain activity is good, is all we have. And we got somebody up here that is Gutter Ballet. How are you? Where are you? What do you practice?
Hey, I'm good. California.
Where
Out
Where
in
at?
LA. Yeah. Kind of sucks though. Well, I'm from Florida originally, but I've been living in California the last 10 years. I was up in the mountains in Idlewild, which was amazingly beautiful. It was just so surreal. And then I ended up down the high desert, which was like hell, basically. It's like the halfway point from LA to Vegas, and everybody, runs out of gas there and gets stuck there. And then just recently, a year ago, my boyfriend got a job offer out here in El Monte, California. So it's in LA, East Side.
Oh, the least.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm the only it's 3% Caucasian, which I'm not a racist person or anything, but I don't know Spanish or Mandarin, so it's been quite a difficult with socializing and all of that gist of things, really. Oh yeah, I do. Well, I was paying the little boy across from me, the 8-year-old boy, like $5, for a couple words here and there. And then his mom caught wind that he was teaching me the wrong words. So I unfortunately had to let him go. But no, I unfortunately had to let him go. But no, it was in good taste. Good, I wasn't mad. I didn't act like I felt stupid though, because I was like, you little mother, how are you? No, he was just teaching me totally basic words, but then the total I don't know what he was teaching me the words, but she overheard him and she goes, and she doesn't speak any English, but she caught wind of that probably wasn't the word I was asking. So it was quite comical. But yeah, he was 7 at the time. He just turned 8 the other day, so I got him a little electronic RC car. Yeah, kids are crazy. I don't have any kids, so it's yeah, to interact with them is it always trips me out just how children are so advanced now, and they're just so. I feel like they're way more intelligent in good ways and also in maybe not so good ways, that they shouldn't be so aware and adult like at this young age. Because a lot of them seem like they're little manipulators.
Yeah, it's the social media.
It's bad. They all have their own phones now. I can't believe it.
Yep.
They know too much.
Yeah.
Our
This
kid
They do.
is pretty aware of a lot of things that we knew nothing about before he started opening up to us. But the thing about it, and like with our kid and his friends, like they're just not interested in sex. They're not interested in drugs. They're not interested in alcohol. They just
I
have
know.
other priorities right now.
Yeah,
So
a lot of
that's
it's
different.
gaming and stuff. Yeah. But
Yeah.
like I missed that
Yeah.
part. I loved that part of growing up, that curiosity of spin the bottle and smoking a joint behind the Publix in Florida and doing my first but that like not saying those were like the best things in the world, but I I don't know. I felt that was more social, like interaction in person. There wasn't like
Yeah.
violence
They
how it
found
is
better
now.
hobbies. That's all. They just found better hobbies and more
And-
productive ones.
And we used to have to go to the library and have a library card to get any
Right.
knowledge.
Yeah.
It's
And
been
look up
Yeah,
in
no,
the
the-
encyclopedia.
years.
We had to
The
know the
encyclopedia
decimal
is how we
system.
found shit out, not Chat GPT or whatever.
Yeah. Well, one day I was, my dad never taught me shit, and so one day I was I was picking my kid up from school. I think he was like 13, 14. Yeah, I think he was 13 at the time. And there's these girls on the other side of the fence that he's passing by. They're all, "Hi, Sasha," like that, and he just goes, "Hey." And I go, and so as we're walking away, I go, "Do you know those girls?" He goes, "Yeah, I guess." I go, "Okay, look, I'm gonna tell you this thing that I didn't figure out till my late 20s. Okay, there's certain subconscious signs that people give off, and with women, one of the biggest ones is when they see you and when they're talking to you, they start touching their hair, and they don't know they're doing it, but it means they find you attractive."
Yep.
And all of a sudden, he just stops and turns towards me, and he goes, "Papa, I'm not planning on getting in a relationship anytime soon." It's like, whoa!
It was so funny. One
Yeah,
of the
that's so
girls,
fucking smart, but so alien. It's like,
He has zero interest.
half of my life experience, it has no benefit to him. Half
That's
of what
what-
I could
That's
teach him.
insane.
is
the girl underneath me, she was brushing her hair when she was talking, and I was twirling my hair just now when you were talking before you said what you said. So that is hysterical. So whatever.
That's how I get ratings. So
We're a bunch of hair twirlers.
Oh, I missed it completely. What happened?
No, I was saying the girl Quad, she was brushing her hair when I first signed on to here, right before you even told us the hair bit just now. And so I was watching her brush her hair and everything, and then and you were talking about something else, and then I was twisting my hair while I was talking and saying hello and everything, and then you just spilled, and I don't even have mine on live, and then you spilled into that story about the hair touch, and I went, oh shit.
It doesn't even
yeah,
have
like
to
he's
be
not
hair twirling.
interested in having a bunch of friends. It was like
Yeah.
I see so many kids come up and try and buddy with him, pat him on the back, give him a handshake, and
Who is
then
this, your dad?
no,
No, our son.
my
He's
son.
got
Oh,
his
son, I'm
core-
sorry. I don't know what. Yeah, I totally switched roles right there, I guess, huh?
No, he's got his core group of 5 friends who he's had since 5th grade, and he's not even interested in adding to that.
Yeah,
Right.
and
You
so
know?
many people want to be his friend, and it's just like, look,
He's picky, maybe, He's got a squad. He's got his people.
yeah. Yeah, I tell him, it's like, look, that's really good. Stick to your core friends that you can trust. However, it's really good to make acquaintances with all those other people that want to be your friends, because you never know who's going to end up where in the world.
Absolutely.
And it's always, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I hitchhiked a few summers ago, 5 summers ago. I've actually never gone on, like, I have this TikTok. My boyfriend always just, it's his tablet. I had made up the thing Gutter Ballet because he likes this band called, oh gosh, like Metal Church or something. I can't remember anyways, or Savatage. It's like some old, like 80s, 90s metal. group, and so I was messing around, but I put my picture on there. I never go on here. Well, when he was leaving for work today, he had the tablet still in the bathroom, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll go on TikTok, because I never. This is actually, I think, my second time ever being on here, and I was scrolling through the live, and I saw you guys all talking. I'm like, oh, if I hit plus, maybe I could join and talk, and then I was like, okay, I could do this. And so this is like, so if I'm awkward or weird or I do apologize. I don't know a lot of the functions, but I guess I was able to get on here, so that was cool. And yeah, 5 years ago, I hitchhiked. I had found my ex-boyfriend dead. When we had started dating, he was only 25, and I was 16 years older than him. But hear me out, though. I met him at a party, and he said he was trying to impress me, and he was playing guitar, and it was cool. And this is in Newberry Springs, California, and he says to me, "I have 6 months left to live." And of course, when somebody says that to you, you think, "Oh, he maybe just wants attention. I'm an older gal, like maybe." I just kind of like didn't know what he meant, but I didn't know, we're drinking, we're smoking weed, it's like just party situation, and so I ended up getting to know him, and we started seeing each other, and I did find out, through his mother and everything, because she found out that I got high with him, and she came over and beat the shit out of me. But so I did, that's when it all clicked in, like, okay, he really is dying in 6 months. And he was born with a bad heart. He had like his mom slammed dope and when she was pregnant with him, and I think that was a big part of he got like a congestible heart, like where he wasn't able to participate in sports. He like grew up like his first couple of years in the hospital, like Loma Linda Children's Heart Hospital. And so his life had been very limited to what he had done, but he had learned guitar and was amazing at every musical instrument. And, it wasn't so much of an intimate, like a sexual thing, because we had only actually did that maybe a couple of times because of his health. It was more of a partnership, as in I got you and you got me. And to know that, yes, and he's such a good looking guy, he was so, just a little stud. I go, gosh, you're so hot, but we had so much fun together. Like I would get a hotel room and I would give him a bath because he started showing signs of sickness. He would get, and he was a, skinny, like normal, bodybuilding, like slender, but he started getting really bloated, his stomach and fluid retention on his legs, his ankles. He couldn't get his shoes on. I mean, it was really, and he was so embarrassed over it. And his testicles started to become enlarged to where he would take a bandana and tie it around his penis and he wouldn't tell his mom or the doctors, only me. And it was really difficult to be experiencing this and not being able to share it with, and I did eventually, speak to his father, and then we got him into the hospital and they drained the fluids. That was later on. And so he was mad at me for a little bit after that, but then he got over it. He knew my intention was well. I would give him a bath at the hotel, and when he would get out of the bath, because I'd help him out of the bathtub, I would paint the walls with glow sticks. Like I would pop open a glow stick, like take a screw and drill a screw in the glow stick and decorate the walls. And he thought it was the coolest thing. His smile was so big. He's like, that is so cool. Because the lights were off. It was like the whole room is glowing. And then I made him go to the casino with me out there in Laughlin. And, he had never been to a casino before. And we went with another two friends, and we sat at the Wheel of Fortune machine, and I put $100 bill in. I had just gotten some money, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, like how could And I pushed it a couple times, and we hit it. We hit, I think it was like 5,600, and I didn't have my ID on me. So so I'm like, switch seats with me. So they came over and they ended up taking a picture of him with the check. They give you like a fake check to hold, and they put him on the billboard outside on the street. He lit up on the LED thing.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
it was, yeah. And just to have him, cause he was so shy and was, he was a really quiet speaker. And of course I could, be loud enough for both of us, but it was such an amazing, so he ended up eventually making it 11 months instead of 6 months. And, we weren't seeing, like, we had kind of broken up towards the end. I think he more so knew he didn't have much time left, so he pushed me away from him because I think he didn't want me to be that close to him when he went, I think. And, but I happened to be over that day with this other guy that I just started seeing, which was kind of rude, but, I went in there to get an ice pop, and, we were about to leave, and he came in, squeezed my hand, and he went into the bathroom, and he mumbled something, but when he mumbled it, he would always get annoyed with me when I would say, wait, what'd you say? Because I could never like hear him because he talks so low. So I didn't want to aggravate him. So I didn't ask him what he said. And then as I was about to leave, I heard like a Yelp crash bang. And I can't really tell you what order, I always feel like it was, a Yelp, a crash and a bang. And I found him in the bathroom. He had hit his head on the bathtub. And so I pulled his, I took him, put him on his back, pulled his pants up. I didn't want his family to see him like that, And we called 911. And I had a friend there at the time, and we were doing CPR. Now, the closest hospital was 30 minutes away. And so they took about almost an hour to get there. And his mom the whole time was she kept just saying to us, like, don't try to bring him back. Don't resuscitate him. Just let him go. And that morally for me was really difficult. Do I listen to the mom, or do I do what you're on the phone with the 911 operator, and all I want him to do is live 1 more minute, 5 more minutes, 10 minutes, however long, just to say thank you for everything, and thank you for teaching me about life and how serious and how, we take it for granted every day, and it's so unexpected. And I became pretty much, and his mother was like calling people on the phone, like all these people were showing up. And finally, they came, they tried to bring him back and all that stuff. And when I was giving him CPR, I hadn't noticed, but I was swallowing his bile and I didn't even know it. Like, I was so wanting him to breathe, and I ended up throwing it up the next night. It didn't even click in. And when the coroner came, they put a sheet over him, and it took a few hours before the coroner came. And the house was filled with people because his mother had called people, which were a bunch of like tweakers and old, just people, like some of them didn't even know her son. And I saw somebody walk over his body to use the restroom, and I lost it. I completely lost my mind at that moment. I had never experienced that feeling of disgust and anger towards somebody, especially his mother, that I felt like, this is disgusting. And I took off with my dog, and we ran in the desert. We just took off towards the sun and started running. And until we were out of breath and, like no water. And the desert out there is super scary. It's the Mojave Desert. It goes on and on and on. And it was starting to get dark. There's coyotes out. We turn around, we run back, out of breath. And after that, I ended up like moving into his room. Like, I had stayed down the street. I was taking care of an older couple. But at that point, I ended up just living in his room. I slept for like 3 weeks. And then I had a friend come by, and she goes, hey, I moved to Missouri, and I came back to California. I had to pick up some of my stuff. Do you want to go to Missouri with me to get away? You're depressed, da, da, da. You could bring your dog. And in a few weeks, when I come back to California, I'll drop you back off. So I said, sure. I've never been to Missouri. I'll go to Missouri. I couldn't even really remember where it was on the map, because like Missouri, I think, is one of those states that if like, I know where Florida, I know like most of where, like I know it's somewhere in the middle, I think. And so at the time I didn't click on me that, I'm packing my stuff real quick, getting the dog in the car. And we didn't have AC. I didn't know that. And it was in June. I wish I would have known that before.
Hey, what is your name? What is your name?
Carol.
What? Carol. Hi, Carol. My name is Ursa.
It's Carol Klika, Klika.
You can't do that on
you
this
can't?
app.
Then that's not my last name.
It was nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. Yeah. And so I ended up getting stuck in Missouri. The girl ended up leaving me there, and it turned out she was transporting methamphetamines. I had no clue about that. I really did. I mean, I should have, that
Carol.
should have. Yeah.
Carol.
We can't talk like that.
You're kind of, thank you for sharing your story, but
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's getting a little bit long.
breathe.
We got a lot of people over here. And I've been
All
wanting
right.
to.
I'm sorry. I'm going to let
No
you guys go. I apologize.
No worries.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Just
No,
we come in to share our stories and talk and stuff, but we usually go like round robins and let other people
All right, I'm
speak.
sorry.
And but
I
your
know
story
where
is very
Missouri is. It's
interesting.
north of Arkansas.
A lot of us have like very similar stories within this space.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, and I've been wanting to ask Bree.
I do a bunch of recovery.
I've been wanting to ask Bree down here. Bree, are you still here?
Yes, I feel like there is no way I could tell my life story in 7 minutes. What
It
a
was pretty good.
storyteller.
She got
Listen,
she got a lot of info in that amount of time. But Bree, I wanted to ask you, do you have a website?
no,
No.
no. I have a question for you. Can we go
No.
back to what you were discussing?
You're wrong.
So I did see your video about the five,
Yeah.
and talking about the individual. Um, did the family member reach out to you?
No, I heard it through a reliable source,
Okay.
and I'm not supposed to say the person's name, but
Yeah, I think that's very respectful.
it is a friend
Yeah.
of the show and kind of a regular. So
Yeah. Friday morning at 8:18, I received a phone call from them, and I was at work, and I couldn't take the call, but I just had a bad feeling. So I texted him. I told him, I said, "Listen, I'm at work. I go to lunch at this time. I'm going to call you. Pick up the phone." And so I go to lunch. I am calling. And I'm like, "If you do not answer me, such and such." And and it was later on I received the message from the family member. And that's when I found out. And I've been in contact with them. Yeah.
okay, so you can confirm that it sounds like this happened because there's some question on whether or not that actually happened, but you seem to have some extra information that I did not have.
No, I'm not going to say it did not happen. I'm not going to say that.
It did not happen. Okay. All right. For those of you who don't
I
know,
would say that it did happen. I would
Okay.
say that it did happen because of the information that came through about the chain of events. And I'm talking about the week prior and on up to that day. It was a chain of events that happened on Friday.
and I,
you know-
I was being sent the chain of events into my DMs by that person, so I absolutely saw the harassment that led to that.
Yeah. And, it's a sad situation. And if anybody doesn't know, it would not be the first attempt by other people. Other people have attempted this because of what they've experienced. Some of us, let's see, I think I'm on year 5 and you're on what, year 6 or 7 of being on this particular platform.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
it has happened.
Account 10. Yeah, okay, so for those of you that don't know what the fuck we're talking about, I have accused the 5 of harassing a person into attempting to unalive themselves, and that person is now, and it seems like Bree just confirmed that. The reports I had was that person's in a medically induced coma. And it's a friend of the show and was a regular on the show, and I will not say the name. You can see it's none of these people, but I'm going to stick with that because they recently bragged that anybody that opposes them will either end up unaliving themselves or institutionalized. So you can't brag about that shit and then try and play victim when I call you out and say that I did something bad, because the evidence seems to point to that, and we know that's what they do. They don't have any witchcraft over at the 5, and they didn't have any when they were 10. But they, like I said in my video, if you are in a group of people, a friend circle, because of who you mutually hate, you are in an abusive relationship that will turn on you. It will become you that is the hated in that group. I said what I
So
said.
I have one more question. So in your video, in the comments section, you had mentioned the 10. So if some of you guys don't know, I was not a part of the original 5. It was actually, that just became a catch slogan. But there were more individuals in this particular friend group. And then Birch, somebody had said, well, who was a part of the 10? And Birch had said in his comment section, Bayou Brixa, which is Raven.
Mhm.
And I'm like, this is going way back, way back. And Raven did step away from that friend group. And so I just want to make it real clear that Raven was not, she was closing out of that circle.
Mm. Okay.
So I just want to make it clear that the original assholes, they're still running. They're still running together.
Yeah, well, I'm friends with Raven now, and so we got past our shit when she split with them, and then they started attacking her, making videos about her. That's what they do. They don't have witchcraft; they have harassment. They use the powers of the state to harass people. That ain't witchcraft. That's chicken shit bullshit.
So what do you think about platforming people that actively, you know, put out a call for information?
Platforming people to put out a call. I'm always wanting more information, so I would platform somebody like that. Like we had, a lot of this, for me, it's, after I did my thing and told her to sit and spin and all that, then I met Rob, and I think you were part of getting me introduced to Rob, and I had heard a lot about Rob, and they trashed Rob's entire, they trashed Rob to where nobody would want to talk to Rob. And it is my belief, after knowing what I know now, that they trashed Rob because Rob was the guy doing their dirty work. He was the guy coming up with the addresses so they could dox them and all that. He was deep in the fucking thing. And when they turned on Rob, Rob had all the receipts. Rob knew where the bodies were buried. And that's why they trashed his reputation. So people would steer clear of Rob.
That's why they went on a smear campaign. And again, I'll say, nobody's hands are clean. Rob's hands were not clean. But I think the moral of the story is that there's always two sides to every story.
Yeah. And Rob admitted everything he did and showed remorse for what he did. And then maybe that's because they turned on him. Maybe he wouldn't have if they didn't. But that's all just wild speculation. We don't fucking know. But I have these lie detector ears, and I look at and lie detector eyes, and I watched Rob. I watched his every move, his every mannerism, and listened to everything he said, and there were no lies detected. He was not full of shit. Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, talking about some of the bullshit in our community. And
Rob, he reached out to me personally and he apologized and he took accountability. And I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be able to own your shit whenever you do shit.
Right.
Because
It's the accountability, taking accountability for your shit actions 100% goes further than continue to lie and cover it up and spin narratives. So
right.
He did.
Yes.
He also
Always
apologized
reveals
to me. But here's the thing. So, just because a person apologizes, cool. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Right.
But we're not going to be having tea and cakes tomorrow.
No.
You have to be able to recognize pattern behavior where people just repeat them. So, I went to my corner. He went to his corner,
Yeah. Basically, like I'm not keying it up with him ever again. But I appreciate that he took accountability.
Yeah, I
and
can
said
appreciate
sorry.
that.
Yeah.
I absolutely can appreciate a person taking accountability because not everybody is right. They don't know everything. But I want to go back to the thing about platforming. So, Birch, I want to say this, we've known each other for quite some time. We've broken bread together and we have stood as allies to confront some awful shit on this app. And I will say this, you hear that?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. So I just, I want to be transparent and honest. One of the reasons why I haven't come to your lives and supported you in such a way is because you're platforming an individual that's in the box right now who has actively, yes, you know, and has put out a call for information on me and my
Uncle
spouse,
Birch.
you know, and Witch of the Southeast, her and her spouse. And I want to know what you think about that.
From what I understand, you all have some legal issues between you. And I try to keep it off the show, but it's not somebody that I'm going to deplatform because of that. Y'all seem to have a righteous beef with each other, and I can't solve it. You know, I've had you up in boxes, and you know, a lot of times you have them up in boxes, and they hear each other's voice, and they see each other's face. 9 times out of 10, they can make peace, but that didn't work out.
I
So
didn't know that there was other things still going on behind the scenes with
I
all
don't know what
that.
else you got going on, but it sounds like right now it's legal stuff. So
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Well, you know, it's always good to know where you stand with an individual.
Wow.
Wow, is that, are you trying to guilt shame him for understanding that I asked for what I asked for legal sake? Not, did I dox you? Did I go and harass anyone? Or did I send cease and desist? So now you're trying to guilt shame him and pull a friend card. Very mature of you. Very mature of you.
here we go again.
Ridiculous.
So no,
Fucking ridiculous. Like she's so compulsory. Like she cannot quell her compulsions, and it's sad.
I mean, I have your back, but you all seem to have a righteous beef going on. I can't gauge it. I can't, you know, there's only so much I can know about it. Only what people have told me, and I've really only heard about that from one side.
Because I'm not calling you up on the phone or texting you.
Yeah.
And
Nor am I.
about herpes over there. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Children.
You do about other things.
I mean,
so
I thought
don't know.
this was the Uncle Birch live. I didn't know it was the Celeste live.
Well, you know, over there, the 5 called this over here a cult. And so my response to that is like, if we were a cult, why would I let any of you fucking people talk? I would just talk the whole fucking time. Everybody gets their spot. I raise my fucking hand on my fucking show to get in there when you're all talking over each other. And I give everybody enough rope. I've had people in here that I don't like, and I let them up in a box. I had Brujo Ryan here one time, man. I've hated him since I got on this fucking app.
Get off me.
Nice try, though, Brenda. Nice try.
Hey, Gutter Ballot, thank you. Hey, Uncle Birch.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good to see you. Good to see you, Sebastian.
Getting lots of energy towards my lottery ticket. We'll see how that works out. You'll hear about it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
But-
with your money magnet, etc., you should do. You should be able to get the lottery, ain't you?
Yeah, but as far as, you know, personal conflicts, you know, there's only so far I'm going to go into those, unless there's something that's crossing my line. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard of any, you know, doxing and stalking or any of that. But it sounds like right now you guys are in some, you know, dealing with some legal shit. And again, I've only heard one side of that. You know, you call me
I
up
don't.
for plenty. You call me up
Not
for-
legal on my end. I mean, I don't.
Well, you call me up for plenty of shit, so I don't know why I haven't heard the other side of that story. I'm not asking for that, but I'm not saying you shouldn't. I should know both sides of the story because you have my phone number.
Well, the guilty always scream the loudest.
What in the hell?
Also, I just want to say hi to all one of my dear friends I rarely get to say. How's you, Jiggy? You beautiful soul. A friend of mine, Jiggy Ultra, who's in here, he's a good lad.
And you're not hitting on him. Go figure.
I mean, I usually do. I usually do. He knows this. He knows precisely. I find him good looking.
No, I know you usually
Don't
do.
make me come lick your box, Sebastian.
You would do. Come here. Come here.
Uh,
Eh. But yes, Jiggy is a Catholic mate of mine that I do heavily respect. He is so kind. And he's gone. The moment I brag about him, he's gone. He leaves. I'm like, typical.
Hey, Cassie, how are you? It's always the right time to be here. Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, reminding you that Level 1 Witch School is available at a reduced price for the first time in history. Get over there to gumroad.com/witch school and check out Level 1, join anytime. And while you're there, peruse the stuff. One of the more popular ones I have here is for magical warfare, feeding on your enemies, so you can avoid some of the shit that goes on in our fucking community, because it just keeps coming.
But
Yeah.
I'm soon to be getting that, as I'm also so going to use that against my sister too, because I mean, my sister cannot help herself with doing the whole scapegoating bullshit of toxic family dynamics.
Yeah.
Family argue sometimes, and you have your favorite cousin, you have your favorite family member, your favorite uncle, your aunt.
Well,
whatever.
yeah, when when you're the black sheep and your family blames you for all the family's woes and says that it manipulates and uses weaponizes therapy, saying until you can find a good therapist, this is what I'm not going any contact with you, and like using the whole "you're insane" trope. It's like, oh, fuck you then.
To weaponize someone's trauma is sick. I don't agree with doing that, but that's just me. I know people that do that all the time, and I think they're
no, it's
awesome.
very sick. Yes, not good.
Hello, Candy. How are you?
I got you, Esther. Nice.
Coming back.
I forgot I could just leave my camera off.
Yup.
I wish
I do
Yeah, I
it
need to do
often.
that too. I'm about to
I've
do
been
it.
a lot of time with that one person. was
No,
talking
you've
with
got
their-
no reason to.
Like when that one person was talking with their really long story, I'm just over here. I'm clicking all the buttons, trying to figure out how I can turn my camera off, so I don't have to lean off the screen. But I
You
know
actually can do. You
What-
actually can do.
what
So it's
button?
not okay. So if it's on the very bottom. Well, on our end, it will show like a. You know how you usually are in my lives, where you'll see this little bottom arrow to share out the live. As a host, the same environment you'd usually see on my lives. There's an option where it shows mute your mic, and then there's also one to turn off your camera.
Yeah.
On the arrow?
Yeah.
I ain't seeing it. I'm seeing.
You as the host can turn off your camera.
Like when you mute your mic, it's right under it or above it.
I don't see that here. I see me able to invite people. That's about it.
The far right arrow.
Yeah, it's right where where it usually at the very bottom where it shows enhance, that little thing on the side of settings. You're able to do it that way. There's an option to mute, and then there's also an option to turn off camera.
Not on my phone.
Hmm.
None of those buttons are bringing up anything of the kind. So I mean, it happens.
It's not bringing up your menu to like mute your microphone, flip your camera.
I did see a flip my camera somewhere. Where the fuck was it?
Yeah.
Sebastian, you should be in IT.
I should, honestly.
Yeah, he's the one that taught me how to change the boxes and all that.
You taught me how to screen share.
I did,
That was
didn't I?
fun.
You need to post videos of teaching, Sebastian.
I really should do. I've got like a mixtape. I've got like makeshift of all different types of content anyway. So why not?
You could teach the guy who doesn't know, who gets mad at people stitching him. You should teach him how to
I've
turn his
noticed
office
that.
stitches.
I noticed that too. It's like I saw that too. It's like
Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that.
You know, it's really popular actually for those videos for people that are over 50, that are still not that tech savvy. They love those tutorials.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
And us that are in their 30s that just suck because, yeah.
I mean, there's one. If you know who the Blue Wizard is on here on TikTok, he's also he's on the Blue Witch, not Blue Wizard. But he's a gay individual. I think in New York. I think it's where he's based, or Los Angeles, one of the two. But I helped him whilst he was live to sort out. He was doing a gaming stream, and he couldn't sort out how to do his camera, and we finally got there. So I guess I can do.
No worries, Gutter Ballet. No worries. New people in here. Candy, how the hell are you? How's life at the brothel?
It's going good. It was funny because so in the town where I work, there's a lot of gold mines, right? So
Nice.
I had a guy, yeah, I had a guy come in last night and he's like in charge of things, kind of, or when I don't know if he's like in charge, but he's, kind of somewhat. So, but they have to go into the room and there's he's like, I just stare at like billions of dollars of gold bars and I have to walk out of the room. He's like, I hate it because I go in there and I just look. And then me and the bartender were talking about Lord of the Rings and the new Ring of Fire series, how the guy gets the gold sickness.
Oh, yes.
Staring at the gold,
Yes.
We're like, you're getting gold sickness.
Did you get a chip off of the old block?
So wait a minute. They're coming into the brothel and paying in gold bars.
No, I wish. That's what I told him. I go, well, next time you think about it, just, grab one for me.
Yeah.
I was like, somebody that would love one.
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
What's been your best night ever? What's money-wise?
I would say, well, I had one regular who won like $10,000 at the casino one night, and he came in and he gave me like $8,000. So that was a good night.
That's a good night.
I would fucking
Sound
say.
like a good night to me. Hell.
I was like, that was probably my best night. I was excited.
Was it a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Right? Which day of the week? Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly.
So the 8,000, was that like the tip?
No,
It
that
was a day
just,
that ended in Y.
Okay.
yeah, that was just for, and he ended up staying all night. So yeah,
Nice.
he came in and just stayed all night, and we got super drunk. We drank what do you call it? Irish whiskey all night.
Yes.
And he's paying for the whiskey too, right?
Yeah, we drank Irish whiskey and coffee, so we tried to stay up,
The Baileys.
Oh my
while
God.
being drunk.
That's like when I am Marta's favorite. She sends me to the restaurant around the corner to get her Irish coffee. She already had it. Maybe why she's not here right now. I think she's here. She's just not in the box. Hey, Cassie, how are you? Good to see you.
Well, hello. Good to see you too.
Yeah. Cassie does cooking videos. And
Merry magical meat.
And follow her
Can
if
I
you
say
can.
something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
For those of you who are watching this live, whether in here or on the outside, and spreading messages along about what's happening in here, how about you all just come and partake in what's going on so I don't have to answer messages regarding the fuckery? That'd be cool.
Yeah. Hey, if any of the 5 want to come in here, I still haven't blocked any of them. So you can get on the box. You got something to say? Was I wrong about what I said? Well, fucking get up and tell me in my fucking face. Y'all talk a lot of shit, but not to my digital face. But you never come in here. I know you're there. You're hating.
It's giving low testosterone for real.
Need a shot. Private eyes are watching you.
Lisa, the 5 is Celtic Hex, Punk Rock Witch, Grammy Druid, She Who Shall Not Be Named, and Mystic Miami. Yeah, I think I got him. And for that person that asked earlier if we know the status of the person that tried to unalive themselves that are in a medically induced coma, all we know is that their brain activity is strong, but they're still in a medically induced coma.
That's so sad.
Yeah, the shit we have to go through out here, it's a jungle, man. Don't anybody ever tell me, you want witchcraft to be a safe space, 'cause it ain't. Especially out here, man. You gotta fucking guard yourself. And probably the best way to do it is get over there to gumroad.com/witch school. Get yourself magical warfare feeding on your enemies, and you can turn fucking straw into gold, man. You can turn hate into success. And then all you gotta do is piss off some motherfuckers. I just did it again last night, and I got a fucking boost. And I'm gonna get me a lottery ticket tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes.
Let's talk about sovereignty. With the amount of people that, especially yesterday, the amount of people that were in here trying to tone police you and correct, like, don't entice them, don't activate them. And it's just like, sovereignty, bro, sovereignty.
You know, that is like the thing, that is my pet peeve. Do not ever tone check me.
Well, those people clearly don't know me. I spent 15 years of my life in order to say what I wanted to say. I was committing a federal crime. I was one of the organizers and the technician of the longest running pirate radio station in the country. And if I'm not going to let fucking armed federal agents stop me from saying what I have to say, fucking some asshole in the fucking chat sure ain't going to fucking do it. Hey, Fractal Reality Queen, how are you? Y'all remember to keep tapping that screen, man. Tap that screen, get 2 fingers going, get 3 fingers going. The haters are here. They're afraid to come up and ask to come in a box, but they are here. Cowards, but they are here.
Merry Magical Meat.
If you can love them more than they can hate, or if you can love us more than they can hate, then we win, and they can't report our broadcast. They already tried to quad, or that might have been an auto thing, quad smoked or something like that, but we dealt with that. That restriction's gone. But so it's saying, follow Cassie up here. She does some good cooking videos, but I don't think she has enough followers, so give her a follow.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Uncle Birch.
Definitely gonna go and grab her.
Always mad and support for you, Marta, and the real peeps. Yeah, Marta's in there lurking. She hasn't asked to come up in a box. Maybe she doesn't know how to do that. I'm not sure. But call her up if she's in there, Sebastian. Yeah, we've had Aunt Marta like 3 days in a row, man. Mom. Which is kind of cool because this is time that I take away from Marta. It's like most days I come home from work about an hour later. I'm out here hanging out with you fucking people. But then the last couple of days we have Marta in here too.
I thoroughly enjoy our time we get with Marta.
Absolutely.
Exciting.
Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, always with the colorful cast of witches over here. We talk about witchcraft and stuff in our community a lot. If you got something to say, you can put it in the chat, or you can get up in the invite, or you haters could, have some gonads and get up in a box. I haven't unfriended or unfollowed any of the 5. The ones at least that I was connected to. I don't think I was ever connected with Mystic Miami, but still, I think even she could get up in a box.
It's that simple. You just click it.
Well, if you want to hear a whole bunch of screaming and yelling for an hour.
It's all about ratings, man. That's good.
Ursa, I can't believe you, Uncle Birch. You were so blah, 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 blah.
Listen, this is not the Celeste show, okay?
It is. I know it to be true. You are the host.
Well, and okay, we don't have Bree in a box anymore, but it's just kind of ironic. that we have two people that have hated each other for a very long time with the fire of 1,000 suns. And one person told me about the show member that tried to unalive themselves in his medically induced coma because what the five did to them. And then Bree just confirmed that, or wait, Bree's not here, just confirmed that, is in touch with the family. And we, you know, that was one of the things, you know, where there was kind of a question that, you know, Quad had, you know, if that is true, was one of the things you said to me. And now we have a confirmation. It sounds more like it's true because we have.
Well, the information I got is from someone claiming to be a family member, but I say claiming and ifs because I am not there. I do not know these people personally. I do not know the ins and outs, and that's why I'm very careful on what I say and how I say it. I know the phone calls I made. I know the conversations I had, but the reason why I'm protecting their name is because it's their private business, and I think if I were to share their name, a lot more hatred would go towards them. So right now, all I care about is whether or not she's going to survive this if this is happening.
So Lisa Lou, it's probably made up, you say. Well, we don't have any evidence to that. It could be. It could not be. However, the person involved is a regular on this show. The person that's in a medically induced coma. So I will absolutely bring that up. And since the five took credit for that in a recent video.
She's a follower of them, by the way.
I know.
So that's why she's in here arguing.
So since the five said that recently in one of their videos that if anybody opposes them, they will either end up institutionalized or unaliving themselves, taking credit for such fucking things, I will absolutely call that out.
I'm sick and tired of anytime anybody has anything go on in their life.
You can't make me shut up, bitch.
These people on this app take credit for it. Like, yep, that's what we did. That's what so-and-so gets.
Yeah.
That's
and
sick.
This has been going on for years. Like, you know how many phone calls I've gotten? And she's not the first person, the second or third or the fourth that I know of that has reached out to me personally asking for counsel because they checked themselves into a mental institution to seek the help that they needed.
Hey,
you know, so it's not like we're pulling this out of thin air. This has been going on for years. The tragedy of it has been happening for years. You have numerous people saying, yes, this happened to me too. So Lisa Lou, you could sit and spin.
And Lisa Lou, like I said before, I know the haters are here. And I said if any of them has the balls or the gonads, they get in a fucking box. Do you have the guts to do that? You can get in the box. I'll let you fucking talk until you fucking, go too overboard. Then I'll have to mute your ass. But so far, none of them coward fucking hags that me and Ursa had a sword battle with earlier. I don't know if you saw that, but those were the hags. None of them seem to want to come up here and fucking, show their faces or be in a box. So they're a bunch of fucking cowards. They took credit for it previously. They said that anybody that opposes them will end up institutionalized or unalive themselves. They said it. Matter of fact, those particular words, I believe, came out of Celtic Hex's mouth, which is the most vile fucking place in existence. It is a fountain of human detritus.
And what have I been saying for years? That their whole purpose with their mind games and their psychiatric warfare that is so fucking low, bottom of the barrel behavior is to cause someone to take their own life.
Yes. So Lisa,
you have said that for years.
Well, a couple things. Lisa Lou, apparently you don't have the guts to come up with a box, so I'm not going to take you too fucking seriously. And you said there's no proof. Well, when people use a VPN when they're swatting somebody or sending CPS or doxing somebody, yeah, it's kind of hard to get up truth. So you don't have any evidence that it's made up. Neither do I have any evidence from my speculations, but There's logic, reason, and evidence. What I have here is I have logic. I have reason. I'm asking for evidence. I'm looking for evidence. It's logical that they would do that. It's reasonable because they said that they do that. I just need a little bit of evidence. So you got something to the contrary, come the fuck up or shut the fuck up. Okay? And by the way, sit and spin.
Sit and spin.
Which is, it's not an insult. The sit and spin was the coolest fucking toy when I was a kid, man. You fucking kids don't even fucking.
If it's slander, sue us. If it's slander, sue us.
I got a lawyer on retention, man. It's when my father was good for certain pieces of advice, like always have a lawyer on retainer, and never lie to God or your lawyer. And then there was the other one. He was, before, he was younger. He was in reform school most of the time, and then prison, and then somehow rose to the top of the biggest labor union in the fucking country. So Dad was a fucking mobster, okay? And he told me this story. He was in a rumble one time, and he had just beaten this guy within an inch of his life with a pool cue. And the rain was coming down. It was like that movie, The Outsiders or something like that. And it was before the movie came out, so he didn't derive that scene from that movie. But he stood over the guy, straddling the guy, and held his club up to the sky with declaring victory. And the guy took out a stiletto, stabbed him in the fucking leg. And this all came when I asked, I saw he was wearing shorts. And what is that diamond-shaped star or scar on your leg? And he told me, he said, well, that's where I learned a lesson, son. Never gloat when you've taken out an enemy until you've made sure that they're taken out.
That part.
Yeah. So talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I gotta grab a new beverage and then get rid of the stuff from the old beverage. You know what I'm saying? Hello.
Lisa Lou.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to fuck with you for a second, Lisa Lou, because listen, you were on this live a few weeks ago crying that we blocked you. This is why we block you. Like, you block me for no reason. No, we block you because we do shit like this.
Come on. 4K streaming box.
All of the time. You want to have your head up their ass, keep it there. I don't care either which way. It matters to me not. I don't fuck with you. I could care less. You're not welcome in my space, so I could care less. But what I'm not going to do ever is shut up about shit that is hitting our community in a dangerous way. That she is not the first person to have to seek psychiatric help for their behavior. Period. So I don't give a fuck. If you want to be that smooth brained, be it. By God, just be it.
I don't know who she is, but I don't understand. Like, why can't you come up and talk about whatever is weighing heavy on you? What is it?
Because
What
she's
is
just a
it about
shit
people
stirrer.
loving on each one of those fence riders.
So
she's just a shit stirrer. That's all she is. She doesn't care that someone is in the hospital right now.
Yeah.
Even if that person is completely fucking lying about what's going on right now, it's still a fucking call and cry for help. Period.
Bottom line, Lisa Lou, you don't have the gumption to back your shit up and get up here in a fucking box. And like I said when I responded to Punk Rock Witch's stupid video, which clearly about me, I only like strong women. I don't like damsels in distress. I don't like fucking waifs. Fucking get up here, and if you want to butt heads, let's fucking butt heads. I don't want to have to read all of your shit. Get in a fucking box, man.
Lisa, we're not feeding on you. That's not what we're doing. Like, I don't know you, and I just want to know more.
I feed off of healthy energy. I feed off of shit that's going to nourish me.
Right. I don't.
Made it easy for you. I invited you. You got the guts.
No.
Step it up, Buttercup.
Look, I'm not going to be disrespectful if you're respectful. Just come up here and change our minds.
Well, that's one of my biggest statements. Like, If you want your views respected, state them in a respectful manner. Otherwise, you can sit and spin.
Well, it's because she's a flying monkey. She has no proof either which way. She's not them. She isn't one being accused. She just wants to stir the pot, which is why she doesn't have 10 toes to stand on.
I'm sorry, Lisa. Don't you
Shut
fucking
the fuck
don't
up,
you
sir.
don't you
I don't
fucking
even fucking address you because you're not
there you
even
are.
worth my time.
There you are. You did have the guts. Okay, I take that one part back. What do you have to
When
say?
you have the capability of shutting me the fuck up, then maybe I will.
Huh.
Yeah, we could do a pay-per-view, dude. Money off of it.
I'm sure I could. Anyways, number one, you don't have anything to prove what you're saying, therefore it is slander. You're not proving it.
Sue me.
I
You're
have
just
their, I
running your
have
mouth.
theirs.
And you know
I have
what?
their,
The
I
only
have,
reason
Sue me.
you know what? You're not going to yell over me, okay? It's still my show. I have their words, their statements about their MO. That's what they said. Now you can unmute yourself. I can't unmute you after I mute you. You're gonna have to do that yourself. But don't raise your voice to try and talk
what?
over me.
What was it? What was it? Nobody said they caused somebody to do that.
They said that anybody that opposes them will end up in an institution or will unalive
Why
themselves.
aren't you?
What about me?
Why aren't you in an institution if that's the case?
Because I feed off of my enemies over there at gumroad.com/witch school. Get Magical Warfare feeding on your enemies, man. I'll change your fucking life.
You ain't getting nothing from me. But
if you send something, then I am getting something.
No,
from
you aren't.
If you're giving me if you're giving me attention, if you're giving me hate, absolutely.
I'm not a shit stirrer, but let me tell you what this
I am
live is.
converting
It's
that
just a big shit stirring live so that you can get attention. Come on, let's be real.
We
All
were-
right, more traction.
we were not
Negative
shit
energy is still negative traction is still traction, right? Let's
we
talk.
were not-
delivering.
we were
Look
not
at you
shit
delivering.
stirring until you
Good
showed
job.
up. Fucking idiot.
Shut up! Don't address me, fucking Ursa. Shut the
Make
fuck
me
up.
stop.
Leave me alone.
Make me shut up, though.
I
Can
blocked
do
you
that?
so many on
Can you
every
do that?
fucking
Can
account,
you do
and you
that?
still keep running your
Can you do that?
fucking mouth to
Can-
me. Like,
can
bitch, I
you
don't
make
address
me
you.
shut
Don't
up,
address
though?
me.
Can you
Seriously,
make me
let's
stop?
arrange a
Huh,
fight.
Lisa
I will
Lou?
film it. We'll sell it on pay-per-view here on TikTok. We'll
I'm not
all
fighting.
get
No,
rich.
I'm
man.
not a
All
fucking
get rich.
animal. Like, what the
So-
fuck?
So we were not shit talking, and we're not even talking about that till you started coming in.
No, you said let's arrange a fight. I'm not a fucking animal. I don't fucking raise my hands. I'm a
Yeah,
lady.
and that's after you came in and talked shit. So we were not over here stirring up the fucking pot.
Yeah, you were. You're stirring up the pot, getting traction, and I came up here.
You came over
to
and
say,
stirred up the
prove
pot.
what
You
were
came
saying,
over and stirred up the
because
pot. Don't try and
you're-
out yell me, bitch. I got a voice from fucking hell. People can hear me for 10 blocks away.
All you do
Don't
is
try and
fucking
play that
talk.
fucking
That's
game.
it. That's all you do.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna mute her yet.
Oh, imagine being
Those bitches
so
annoying.
powerless and trying to have power. You have no power here, girl. If anything, you're just. You
Somebody
just
said that you're a
pretend to
flying
be
monkey.
flying monkey, Lisa Lou.
Somebody said you're a flying monkey. It sounds like you might be a cult member, man. You
I'm
think you're a
not.
cult
I'm
member?
not in a cult. I'm on my own, actually. I'm not in any chats or anything like that. I'm solidarity right here. I just know what's right and what's wrong, and the narrative that you're spinning is wrong, and it's a lie.
Well,
Oh, it's absolutely factual and true,
That's
but-
what
No,
they
it's not.
said. That's
Keep
what
your head
they
in the
said.
sand. It's all right.
That's what they said that they do, and then that happened to happen to somebody that I know.
Then
So-
you should be in the institution too, if that's the case. Like,
No, I convert the fucking energy, okay? I transform it. These bitches are gonna make me rich as fuck. Keep hating, please.
nobody's
Keep throwing
hating.
the hate.
You're like a fucking
They're all
fly.
fucking hating. Yeah, I
Nobody,
get fu-
everybody's
No,
going on
I'm
about
here.
their lives. You're
You're
the one
here,
that's
though.
dwelling on it.
You're
I get
here,
videos
though.
sent to me every day. People
I'm
send me
here
videos
because
of what
You're
they're
here.
I
saying
was just
about me
listening
and
to
their
the
lives.
bullshit.
Yeah, so obviously
I-
you're attracted to the
I-
fly that sits on shit because that's all you do.
I get
You're
videos
here.
every day of the shit they're saying about me and their lives. Don't you fucking tell me they're hating, and now you can unmute yourself. Ooh, crickets.
Yeah, like we've been practicing for so long. We know that this isn't magic. It isn't magic that they're doing.
And I don't even need them to throw magic. Just give me attention, give me hate, and I'll ride it all the way to the fucking bank. That's why I'm not in an institution. And I'm not easily broken either. My mind is too strong to be easily put in an institution. I don't know about that other person that they got. They seemed really worked up for quite a while about the attacks that they were getting from the Five. And apparently that got to them. And you can unmute yourself. I muted you and I can't unmute you. So
But what kind of deplorable, detestable, despicable ass human will sit there and shit on the fact that someone is currently in the hospital just to stick up for their friends?
Show me your Mensa card. Shut up.
You could fucking look it up. Are you mad that I have intelligence? Are you mad that I can use words accurately and properly? Like, are you mad that I'm Mensa? Like, what is your
known
problem?
thing on Mensa members?
You
Come on,
think
show me
we
your
have
card.
a fucking card?
you're a card carrying Mensa member. Okay.
Let me get my wallet.
It's a lie. Another lie.
Okay, it's a lie. Then so be it. I'm a liar. That's all I do is I lie about it. Like, I don't know how the fuck I could fake intellect, but here we go. We'll do it.
And furthermore, Lisa Lou.
AI generated.
Furthermore, Lisa Lou, the things that they do to people to drive them into unaliving themselves and institutionalizing themselves is harassing them. And they did send CPS to my house.
Here's the thing.
And they did, excuse me, you
they're
don't
not
get to say,
harassing.
excuse me, you don't get to interrupt me on my fucking show. They did send CPS to my house. It was probably the most hilarious experience those CPS people ever had in their fucking lives. I swung the door open. I go, welcome, come on in. Invited them all over the house, showed them fucking everything. They interviewed me. They interviewed my kid. They interviewed Marta. It was fucking funny as fucking hell.
It's okay. I was on an auction and I got doxxed by that side, by Ursa's side. Yeah.
You're
By
saying
Ursa's side, you got docs. You're a fucking liar.
Yeah, they got my information because I
Who
bought
had your
something off a
information?
Witchfoot's auction and I got
It wasn't
fucking
me.
doxxed.
I didn't have any information because as when that auction happened, everything went through Mancy. So if you got doxxed, you fucked with the wrong person, and it wasn't me because I never, ever, ever received anyone's personal information. So again, nice try, nice try.
That just proves the credibility of the people that you're preaching.
No one even knows who the fuck you are, girl, to care enough to dox you.
Seriously.
Really? Ask Bad Day.
Yeah, word. I
Am
never
I
heard
friends
of you
with
before.
Bad Day?
Never heard of you.
Am I friends
before.
with Bad Day?
And who's Ursa's people?
Yeah.
I have known people.
I've known Ursa to be more of kind of a lone wolf, and she's done some
I
shit.
know there's plenty showing how she is. Yes, I know.
Yeah, Mia Moon said the same thing right there. Who?
Oh God.
Who's my people?
Ew.
Okay.
Ew. I'm leaving. Ew.
Bye.
I laid out who- I
Ew.
laid
Your
out-
energy's ugly. Ew.
I laid out who-
Hi, can I say something really quick?
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Oh, good.
I just wanted to say clearly her energy is disgusting.
Oh yeah.
So, thank you for that. Because clearly, she has issues.
Yes. Yes.
And
can
she's
argue
out
with
here
it.
with the amount of negative energy coming out from her little boxes
Absolutely.
is just too much.
Yep. And then she just dropped out. Okay, well, I will give her credit for having the guts to come up in a box, but it was absolute bullshit and just yelling and screaming. Again, logic, reason, and evidence. I don't give a fuck about your feelings, okay? I don't give a fuck about your feelings. You could say I'm misogynist, but if you're going to be ruled by your fucking emotions and try and play that shit over here like it fucking matters, you got another thing coming, okay? Logic, reason, evidence. You don't get to fucking just yell and scream and have any impact on my fucking life. Matter of fact, the loudest argument is the weakest, always. The more you fucking yell, the weaker your fucking argument. You should be able to just state your fucking piece and have it fucking ride and have it land where you need it to land without yelling and screaming and getting all fucking emotional. I understand. I understand, ladies.
What
That
the
is the
fuck? What the
You're
fuck
very,
did?
very emotional. I understand
What
that.
the fuck did
Let
my
that be a
Mensa
lesson to you,
membership?
honey.
What the fuck did my Mensa membership have to do with any of this? How many times have I fucking said I'm a member of Mensa?
I've never heard that about you until today. What were you saying, Marta?
I said, let that be a lesson to you, hubby, about raising your voice and being the loudest one in the room.
Hey.
Ditto, honey. Ditto.
But you gotta, the people that person looks up to, that's exactly what they do, though. Their entire boxes is yelling and screaming and just full of hatred. There is no love and life. There's nothing to it except hurt somebody. It's gross.
Yeah.
What it is insecurities, because they go through those who speak the loudest are speaking the truth. For some reason, they have themselves convinced that if they elevate their voice, that what they're saying is going to hit as true. And it's just like, yeah, it's not. You have no emotional control. Mastery of self is very important in witchcraft.
Absolutely.
If you cannot master your own emotions, what can you control and master around you? Nothing.
Absolutely. And I will never be ruled by somebody's emotional outburst. You just, it goes back and forth. You get your emotional right fucking now. You might not be 10 minutes from now. So why should that have any impact on my fucking life? Logic, reason, and evidence. When you get involved in your bullshit, an emotional appeal will not fucking work. And I'm a Cancer. I work really hard not to let my emotions fucking rule me. And there's places where I get better at it, but I've done a lot of fucking work.
And I will add this. Messages were sent out earlier in the day that had a lot of people concerned, and the hags were absolutely named in those messages. So that is why the finger is being pointed at them. Before they committed their act, they absolutely explained to numerous people as to why.
Yes. And, like I said, they laid out their MO. Anybody that opposes them will be institutionalized or unalive themselves because of their harassment. And so
That's not freaky.
yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. That's what they said. That's what they said. She's right. You cannot stir the waters if your mind is a tempest. Ooh. Yeah, that's deep. Why did they do this? Just a power trip? Yeah, it's a power trip. Like, the only place they have any power in their lives is on fucking TikTok. This is just another thing I do. Ooh, a lull. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans, reminding you that Level 1 Witch School is available at a reduced price for the first time in history. You get over there to gumroad.com/witch school and look for Level 1 Witch School. Join anytime. But magical warfare, feeding on your enemies, is all the rage these days because of this shit we have here. Like when Lucy Liu, was saying, why am I not in an institution? Because I feed off of their hate. I feed off of their energy. I feed off of their intention. And I turn it into fucking gold. I can teach you how to do that in about an hour. And I think it costs you about $40. But you can go over to Witch School 2, where it might be a little cheaper. I'm pretty sure that class is there, and it might be a little cheaper. But either way, you need to be armed out here, okay? What?
I do want to say, as someone who has been targeted by them viciously, so much so that they've not only tried to have me swatted and sent animal control and everything. Someone sent CPS at my house, and like, all my kids are adults, so I thought that was funny. But I did mention yesterday, if I had underage children and they sent CPS to my house, that probably would have gained an emotional reaction out of me, where I would have traveled and done some real life harm. Because one thing you don't do is fuck with my children. I honestly believe that a lot of the reasons why every tactic that they did to try to cause me harm failed is because I'm mentally strong, for one, and I don't have vulnerabilities like other people have, such as small children. Fucking with the person's children, small children, you're going to poke a bear. And when people have no recourse, it does, and they don't have an actual support system in their real life, it can cause detrimental harm to their psyche.
Absolutely. Really quick, Robert, do I have a psychic vampire class? Yeah, that's magical warfare, feeding on your enemies. That's literally what I'm doing with that. And that was something taught to me by my witch mother, and I elaborated on her idea and made it a bigger thing. So it's not even an original idea. That's just how I was raised. Debating emotional control witchcraft. What's your take on this? Well, I don't know, AI, because didn't know that we were doing that. But okay, thank you. Well, get on over
You
there,
ever heard
Robert.
of Uncle Birch? Have you heard of soul manifestation or soul manipulation? Sorry, soul manipulation.
Vaguely, yeah.
I was just wondering. I was like researching it, but I can't find any like good material online about it.
Are you talking more in the essence of destiny swapping?
I'm not sure. I honestly was like just looking into it, and I was
For social psychology.
Well, Robert, it should be up there in my link tree. If not, Lux Lady Crystal will put it in the chat in just a second. But should be easily findable, both Witch School 1 and Witch School 2. Help me out with my mind in solo and put a protection spell on my life, please. I probably speak for most people here. I don't know you. Not a friend of mine. I don't do work for strangers for free. So you can you can send me a DM and I can figure that out.
Yeah, just the asking of random people, just the asking of random people to just cast upon you, you're opening yourself to be very vulnerable to people who do not have your best interests at heart. Please do not continue to do that.
Yeah.
Do not do that.
I don't know how long you've been here, but have you noticed that TikTok's a jungle? So be careful who you trust out here, all right? I'm going to be ordering candles from you. Well, I don't have a shop right now, but you can order candles from Quad. Quad, what's your website?
QSanctum.com.
Yeah, I want some candles because I was watching Uncle Birch's thing about stop buying the candles from the Dollar Tree.
That's always a popular one.
I had one with last night, and I was thinking about you all night. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get some good candles.
And that's probably the 10th time I posted that video, and it always stirs up a bunch of shit every time I do it.
Because you know who's using dollar store candles.
Yeah.
Sweatshop practitioners.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have to get going, everyone. I hope you have a blessed day.
All right, thanks for
Blessedly.
coming.
Blessed day.
The cosmic order from Q yesterday. All right, cool.
She did. She ordered my magic frosting so she could tell you all how great it is. People use it for everything. It literally is a magic frosting. It's really good for pain, joint pain, arthritis pain, muscle pain, psoriasis, eczema. It draws out inflammation. It's really good on rashes. It's arnica, St. John's wort, zinc oxide, grapeseed oil, shea butter, and a smidge of coconut oil and vitamin E oil to keep it shelf stable.
Oh, yeah.
Right on. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. It's been an interesting broadcast. I just got yesterday's posted on YouTube. It took all night to process, but that one's up, and this one will probably be up by tomorrow. Because, if you want to start some shit later and you want to see what we had to say, I post all my lives. All the lives, there was a couple of them that I couldn't because there was some sort of glitch for a while there. But, I post them. So you can just, if you hear something was said on the live that you have a problem with, you can just get over there and watch it on my YouTube, which is, of course, Uncle Birch. I didn't even have to have a number over there.
Well, I just got a message today saying that someone was speaking of me sitting with a P3DO. So,
Oh, really?
oh yeah, apparently, like me cursing that dude out and telling him about himself was me sitting with him. So, however people want to.
With the guy that was messaging the 16-year-old or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, we, basically say that we encouraged that guy, and I patted him on the back and was joking around. No, we ripped him a new one. Told him that's not okay. Even though it's technically legal in the country he's in, being that she was 17 and he was like 30 something, it was extremely inappropriate. And I told him live on this fucking show, I said, just because she's really young and has daddy issues shouldn't be a green light. It should be a red flag, and you shouldn't get involved in that. And he hadn't gotten involved in that yet, so hopefully we talked him out of it. But it's not what they say over on the Karen of Witch Talks page. The Hag 5. But it's a joke.
Well, actually, I did think he said that he came to find out and he was being catfished anyway. It wasn't a young girl. It was actually an adult man.
Yeah.
So all of it was just a whole bunch of fuckery. Like, what does that have to? None of it had to do with any of us.
Yeah. Well, I think they were. It originally started because they were attacking Sebastian because that guy was a friend of his, and they were saying Sebastian protects P3DOs. And that's how we got sucked into all that.
But I know Ursa, and if she's sitting with somebody like that, she is gathering information. She's doing her thing. She's doing justice work. So whenever I heard that come out of people's mouth today, I was like, whoa, no. That is not true. That's farthest from it.
Well, Robert,
you could not pay me to believe that.
Well, Robert, when you get over there to Witch School, I have an entire series on magical warfare, including the feeding on your enemies. But if you want to get more aggressive, I can teach you how, bro. Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, where I teach witchcraft for a living.
I think he also had a question about dollar store candles and what was wrong with them. So I don't know if you want to get into that.
All right. Yeah, well, thank you, because my mod's not here. He would have told me that, but he's slacking somewhere. Dollar store candles are made with the most toxic fucking wax there is. You're poisoning yourself, for one. For two, they're made in sweatshops. So it would take a fuckload of cleansing to make them work, especially if you're trying to do like a money spell. Try and do a money spell with a candle made by somebody that makes 10 cents a day. You're not going to have a good time. So it's shitty wax, shitty conditions, shitty energy on them. And maybe you could cleanse that off, but once I just told you it was made in a sweatshop, why would you support that? Basically, that's what I said.
So those candles, I found that video and it was really, really helpful because I had bought 2 7-day white prayer candles, but I didn't really. I used some of the candle that it was, but then when it went halfway, I started adding like pillar candles on top of it when I already had like oil and crystals in the candle, and but yeah, I was just trying to add to it.
I used to recycle my glass like that, drop a pillar candle down in there. Yeah. I didn't even think about half of that. Well, that's what I do. Okay. So people will ask me,
Froze why.
I think
people
it's good.
People will ask me, I've been practicing for a few years, so should I start with level 1 witch school or level 2 or level 3? I would say start with level 1, because I am going to teach you shit that nobody's fucking teaching. I don't get on my classes and repeat a bunch of shit that you're going to pick up from a bunch of other sources. There's a bunch of standard shit that you're going to stumble across anyways, so I don't talk about that shit. I teach you a whole nother fucking angle. So if you didn't learn level 1 from me, then level 2 is not going to make much sense, and then level 3 is not going to make much sense. So no matter what stage you're at in the game, you take level 1, and I will have taught you stuff that you didn't fucking learn in all of your fucking years.
Even if you're a ripened practitioner, you're not going to hear anything else through Uncle Birch that will be regurgitated. And it's always good to polish up and go back to the basics. You pick something up that you didn't realize before because you have already evolved. You know, so just go back and redo it and get level 1, 2, and 3, if you ask me.
Yeah. Well, and lately a lot of the bundled classes. So there'd be like, well, there's one where you can take half of the level 1 and then the other half later, you know, for a higher price, but you can do it faster that way. And a lot of kids are in a hurry. And then I have some bundles, you know, level 1 and level 2, or beginning and advanced, which is an older class. And I teach totally different stuff in beginning and advanced than I do in level 1 and level 2. So there's a lot over there. Gumroad.com/witch school. Sharing practical witchcraft lessons, teaching level 1. Ask about the curriculum. Well, thank you, AI. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Have a little bit fewer people in here now that we don't have people fighting on the screen.
Do you watch the Horrible podcast or whatever? He's done some pretty. Yeah, he was on last night, and I think he's in Texas, but he was saying he might try to go to Hex Fest. I was telling him, he's like, when is it? I was like, it's August 7th through 9th.
Mm-hmm. Well, I believe that's the podcast that had Sen Elias from Crescent City Conjure here in New Orleans. And here in New Orleans, with the exception of Crescent City Conjure, you will not hear the words cultural appropriation, or even closed practice for that matter, because we blend everything together here quite happily. But he comes down the line and he now says that hoodoo's a closed practice and white people can't practice it, even though I see white people coming out of his store all day, fucking every day when I'm down there in the quarter. He'll sell them shit, but they're not allowed to practice it. Knowing that I know that he learned hoodoo from a white guy, a white Jew, who was my best friend. Hoodoo Sen Moïse taught that guy hoodoo. And now he goes out there and he talks about his hoodoo grandmother taught him. His hoodoo grandmother was a fucking white gay guy and a Jew.
White gay Jewish guy.
Yeah, a gay Jewish guy. So that was his hoodoo grandmother. Anybody ever tells you they had a hoodoo grandmother, slap them. It ain't true. It ain't never been true. And nobody learned hoodoo from their fucking grandmother. Uncle Birch coming live from New Orleans to remind you that my pronouns are witch, warlock, and arrogant bastard. I had to mute Candy for a minute because she had background noise, so you can unmute yourself when you don't have that.
You're so silly.
Yes, I am silly. Look at me. Don't I look silly?
How did Candy get 520 thingies?
Oh my lord!
I know, I didn't even see that. Whoever said it, thank you.
I don't even know what I have. I don't have
That's
that
like
number.
probably $1.50 or something. Wow.
I mean, yesterday I got $3.50 from all of your gifts.
Oh wow.
Better to just go to my Venmo and my Cash App if you want to like tip the show. TikTok.
Right, and whenever you tip, you get a candle.
Yeah, you get a candle burned by me in your name. That's some serious shit, y'all. What are those thingies? What thingies?
No, I'll be right back. Someone's talking about me.
Oh no.
The 520 whatever you call them that Candy has, and I have 6, and Crystal has 6. You see that?
Yeah.
So that's what I was talking about. Those thingies.
The number of the beast.
Yeah,
Okay.
you will remind me when I'm back in the house. Like we need to set up your PayPal on that, so every Wednesday you'll get paid. But right now, you know, you're building it up, so where you actually on Wednesday probably get a couple bucks.
Cool.
Yeah.
I always
Just
regift mine. I
just
like always put my gifts back in.
yeah. See? Just sitting in a box. You're getting
That's why
paid.
I'm a level 25 gifter. It's not because of me buying coins. I just always regift.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh my God! I just got an alert from Adam Mockler
About
saying
Tate.
Tate shits himself in a
Yeah,
jail cell.
I just got that too.
I will definitely watch that as soon as I get out of here.
Yep.
Oh, I hope that's
You and
fucking
me
true.
both.
Well, you know, he's a Trump guy, so shitting himself.
He's friends with Barron Trump, I found out.
So shitting himself's par for the course, man.
Yeah.
There's a video out there where people did this like thermo imaging camera thing with Trump at the correspondence dinner, where you could see him shitting and farting on himself. You can see the heat signature coming off of it. I don't know why you'd want to watch that, but oh, Lux is back. I don't know where you went, but hello. Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, reminding you that Level 1 Witch School join anytime is available at a reduced price for the first time in history. Get over there to gumroad.com/witch school. Find yourself Level 1 Witch School, join anytime. And you click on that, and in a year, I'll change your fucking life. And I'll make you one of the more educated wishes on fucking witch talk. It ain't bragging if it's true. But also, check me out at Hexfest, hexfest.com. August 7th to the 9th. Coming up right around the corner, man. Best time to come to New Orleans because the witches take over. I mean, we're always ruling it anyways, but there's more of us for Hexfest. But come on down. If you can't pull that off, over there at gumroad.com/witch school, a big seller these days is The Art of Magical Warfare, which is Uncle Birch's first appearance at Hexfest, filmed by Aunt Marta. And Uncle Birch is all in white. So that alone, I mean, it's epic. I'm animated. I'm entertaining. I'm teaching. I'm pacing back and forth through the fucking room like I do. But I'm all in white. That's pretty rare. That's worth the $40 or whatever the fuck it costs. But just that.
I don't think we've ever seen Uncle Birch in all white.
Yeah, well, there was a
Can
period.
anyone
where
call it?
There was a period where I was doing the all white. You know, it's not like Lukumi or Ocha where you got to like do a year, but you know, a few months where I was doing all white. Thank you.
And there's so many other good people that will be there too.
Oh yeah.
Christian Day, Brian Kane. What's her name? She does all the. She works at the graveyard. I think she owns a few. She has like bangs like this. Watch her every year, but my mind's going blank. Who is she?
Cosmic, please, you did not just do the 6-7. Really?
Earth Haven, I'm sorry, I'm missing what you're saying. Black or gray? I think it like maybe 8 your comments before him because I scrolled up and I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, Sally Ann Glassman will be there. Christine Stevens, Huda Sendak, a lot of people.
Silver Ravenwolf.
Silver, yes. Bunch of, well, I don't really know Silver Raven.
I think that's like at least her third time there. She's been there a few times.
She's
Yeah.
been there a few times, yeah.
She started out doing WitchCon, and then he invited her over to Hexfest.
Yeah.
Should I go to Hexfest this year?
Oh, she was saying, yeah. No worries. I should say Birch wears black or gray.
Enough white brie there.
But
Oh my goodness.
occasionally I have a white day when I'm doing like ATR stuff.
Quad, where are you located or based out of?
I was joking because I'm banned from Hexfest, you guys.
I know. I know.
How did you get? How did
Which
you
is why I
manage
said, are you
get
gonna fight
banned
Bree
from
there because of that joke, that running joke?
I don't really know how he can ban you. He doesn't know your
He
actual
can't.
name, so
He can't. It was the whole fact that he told me that was, you're banned from everything. And I was like, okay, I'll go sit in the lobby just to pester you.
Oh, are you that one?
yeah,
Okay,
you
I
know
heard about that.
You
What?
didn't know that? Yeah.
No.
That's Risa. Yeah. So we've come a long way, and we actually, you saw we had Bree and Ursa up here in boxes, and they didn't fight too much.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
There is no fight there. And the thing is, what I don't like, guilt shaming you, beating around the, just fucking come direct with your full chest on what you want to gripe about it and move on. The only time, honestly, I'm just going to call this out now too. Every time she comes in here, it's to fucking throw digs at me and to make me center of the fucking attention, and then complains, this isn't the Celeste show. Bitch, why do you keep bringing me up? Why do you keep trying to fucking throw digs at me? Like, move the fuck on. Move on.
Yeah, and I did not like that approach at all, and we'll communicate that with her later. I don't share enemies. If you're doing something really fucking shady to Bree, I'll have her fucking back. I don't think that's what's going on right now. I think you guys have some legal issues to work out, and they seem to be legit. So I'm not going to have her back on that against you. But if you were doing really shady shit to her, I'd have her back because I know her more than I know you.
Yeah,
But like you said, we're friendly.
Yeah. And so, there's no space for it here because it is a court matter.
Yeah.
And if you cannot share a space and just, I didn't say a fucking word, didn't acknowledge nothing, didn't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I did the previous times. It's not worth my energy, so I don't give it. But somehow it's like, Ursa, fucking grow up, man.
Well, it's like the guy from Lithuania who may or may not have been kind of stalking Stitches. I just got to the point where I don't invite him, and he can find the show. But when Stitches is here, I won't bring him up in a box. That's about all I can really do. Because
and I honestly believe, personally, just from when I hold my panels or used to hold my panels, I don't care how I personally feel. If we are all congregated together to share wisdoms and knowledge, our personal issues, they don't belong in that space. So I brought people up that I cannot stand as well. If I'm not going to take away from the knowledge and wisdom that you do and the experience that you do have, but I'm also mature enough to just not care that you're there. I don't need, hey, if I'm in a box, don't let Bree up. What is that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've had that, like I said, I had Brujo Ryan, and I've never liked him, but he asked to come up once, and so he came up. It was, it was cordial. I still don't agree with him. Well, and then now, now he's the guy that shared Witchfoot's nudes, which I definitely don't want to see, but that's fucked up. It's just fucked up.
Sorry, I had to ruin the 6-7 on her, so I couldn't sit with that.
Dude, I'm 46 years old. I don't know what a fucking 6-7 is, Sebastian.
No, it's what Gen Z has come up with. It's the most annoying thing ever. It even made it into the fucking Scary Movie film. It's like 6-7, 6-7.
Yeah, no idea. No care.
It's a kid's trolling thing that actually means nothing, but has all of the adults trying to figure out. All the adults are trying to figure out what 6-7 means, but it has no meaning.
It's awesome, and it's the most annoying thing ever. And it's just fuck off with your 6-7 bullshit.
Then why do you keep doing it?
Even South Park did it. They did it on a South Park episode.
They
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't
you
know.
can
I
sit
don't
in a
know
room
what
with
it
people
is.
you do not like, and you can still be cordial. You can, what the Witchfoot used to say, you can learn from people you do not like.
Absolutely.
He
Learn
always
what you
said
don't
that.
learn what not to do. Learn
Yeah,
what
I'm
you
not
don't.
here for. I'm not here for a fucking popularity contest. I'm not here to be the fucking supreme witch of witch talk. I'm here to share experience and wisdom. Wisdom obtained by obtaining knowledge, applying experience, and then turning it into wisdom to help others who don't have mentors, who don't have teachers, who are seeking. That's my only job on TikTok.
Up with nasty people on this app that take advantage. The type of people that, oh, I feel like you have a calling in the inbox, and it's some different type of account somewhere else. Yeah, I don't want to be the most famous. The people that love me. The ones that don't will not.
And you know what? I could give two fucks less.
Right.
How could someone not love Christo?
Well, Mia,
Like,
I think their beef is that, you were tight with some of them and now you're not. And that's how they treat people when they break away from the cult.
no, whenever I was in there,
They do an Anakin Skywalker. It's like, if you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Yeah.
whenever they did that to Mia, I was in the box with her. I came up there to ask Rob at the time, like, why he had blocked me, and they did her dirty. She didn't do anything. She was sitting there like, what the heck? That the only reason I got in is because I was mutuals with her.
Yeah.
And
I forget. I forget all the things they did to Mia. Maybe she can come tell us. But yeah,
Yeah.
I know they were fucking with her hardcore. But once upon a time they were kind of tight, and so anybody that's not
We
kind of
all
tight
were,
with them
you know.
anymore, yeah.
The truth of it is when Witch Talk first came about, we were all in the same spaces, all sharing, friendships, if you want to call it that. I've never, whatever, but we all were collectively in the same space. And then when I started seeing things, I was just like, yeah, I'm out. And that's when I became like completely solo. I don't let anyone claim to be in my circle, right? Like it's me, and I speak for me and only me, and I speak up against injustices. Then Mia, even Raven was at one point in time, we were all in the same circle. And the more we saw that we didn't like that behavior, the more we're just like, yeah, I ain't fucking with you. Like, some people wear masks very well. Sometimes, like, I'm not going to look beyond your mask unless you give me a reason to, because people are people. But when your mask is starting to slip and I'm not liking what I'm seeing, fuck you.
Really quick, Iron Sage. People that don't discuss the past don't know.
Oh, Iron Sage, get off your fucking titty.
Yeah, the past is what leads to the future. So it's good to discuss the past. Witchcraft is the past and the future and the present. And if you got something to say, you can get up in a box too. We've had a couple haters up in the box. I'm not afraid of you.
Must I humble and check everyone today, Birch? Jeebus.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Jeebus Crust?
He has such
Jeebus Crust?
He has such a holier than thou fucking attitude.
For someone who's brand new, who doesn't know shit about fuck of what he's talking about, he sure does have a fucking pompous attitude.
He's been sucked in by the worst witches on fucking Witch Talk, and I keep trying to tell him, but he'll find out.
You will.
Especially the men. The first people they turn on in their little circles is the men. And then when they run out of the men, then they turn on the women.
Ask Witch with Two Dogs what happened to him. Ask Rob what happened to him. Ask why
Iron Sage, I've watched 2 of your videos, yeah.
you come on
that's about it.
FYP, you dingbat.
And by the way, Iron Sage, when you're doing a video about me and you want me to see it, there's this thing we do. It's called tagging a person. You put at Uncle Birch 10. because I'm not on your page. I'm not looking. That those 2 videos that I saw were because somebody sent me those videos and I went over there. So if you want to talk shit and you want me to see it, there's some things to learn. You need to learn things, as we say in New Orleans. Okay, that's how it works. You have not. No, you have not tagged me in every video you've made. Okay.
He doesn't even go here. Who is this guy?
Who is this guy? I told him that the other day. I'm like, you don't even go here, bro. Like, you're so new here. Like, sit back and relax and watch so you can, like, at least have an understanding.
He's a flying monkey of the 5.
But why volunteer? Like,
the
why
5
get on
worst,
the
most
app?
harmful witches on TikTok.
Why get on the app and volunteer to be that immediately? Like, where is your discernment? Where is your sense of self?
Yeah.
How are you claiming to be a witch and you don't utilize those very important things that keep us safe, that keep us from being manipulated, that allow us to see through the masks?
And the past that you're talking about, that we're talking about, is we're talking about the harm to the community that certain people have caused over the years that we've been here. And you could maybe learn things.
Over half a decade.
Yeah.
I contributed to the start of Witch Talk. So did Birch. Birch and I have been here since the beginning. We have contributed to the very beginning of Witch Talk. Mia Moon, who is in the fucking chat, also. Crystal has been here almost since the beginning. So what we are talking about not only is the past, but as of yesterday, the update was on a witch within Witch Talk, a woman, by the way, that was targeted by your friend group, is currently in a medically induced coma due to the harassment and bullying and incessant ill treatment towards her.
And
before you want to continue speaking.
That person was absolutely sending me screenshots of the harassment that was going on.
By the way,
absolutely occurred. I saw it, I read it, got all the logic, got all the reason, got all the evidence. Okay.
And Birch, I just did go onto his page. He has tagged you in them.
Okay. I take that back then. Maybe I just didn't see my tags, but okay.
Well, anybody that can kiki with people that act in that nature,
Okay, so you're at the gym. It's not working. Put some more weight on.
I have to run get some lunch before my shift, you guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, Candy.
Okay.
Enjoy your shift. Have fun for all of us.
Have a good shift. Make lots of money, 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 money.
Right?
Ching, 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 ching goes the money tree. Every time that ching's money comes to me, it all goes in so abundantly from the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, wave, wave. I'm a money wave. Money flow, money grow, money save. Debt, debt, debt. All debt is paid. Flowing in and out plus money saved. It's the best money chant anybody ever put out there.
I love it. I've heard it. I have to print the whole thing so I can chant it with you.
No, make your own. Make your own. Make your own. Make your own. Make your own.
Right?
Okay, you appreciate the push. All right. Lift more weight, maggot. Work harder. You goddamn maggot.
I'm happy that me
You're not
checking
gonna
your
be able to
profile
lift
pushed
enough
you out a
weight.
little bit.
You can't
Imagine
lift enough
having a
weight.
real life. Imagine pretending to have a real life and like, I'm at the gym, but you're watching a fucking TikTok live. Focus on your gains, bro.
Yeah,
Also,
dude.
how does going to the gym
part of
equate
working
to
out is
masculinity?
concentrate.
How does I
Part
don't
of
get
working
that? How
out is
does
concentrate on it? Yeah.
don't give
Yeah,
me
I'm
military
on the couch
PTSD.
with my bourbon.
Don't give me military PTSD. Well, we were talking earlier about Raven Bahu Bruja, and she did this thing one time. She said that I'm an alcoholic and my hands shake before I have my first drink. My hands shake because I was a cop and I turned in my sergeant for beating a guy that was in handcuffs, and nothing happened to my sergeant, and he retained his status as my sergeant on graveyard shift in the Port of Long Beach, best place to bury a fucking body or ditch a body. And in the months that I tried to hold on to that job after doing what I did, after doing the right thing that you all wish you could have seen a cop do in one of these fucking videos, they tried to kill me over and over and over again. So PTSD, yeah, I got fucking PTSD. and it gets worse over fucking time. My hands shake because of that and have shaken since then. They literally sent all the hot calls to my screen. They called off my backup, and I was open fire on. In one place I rolled into after they called my fucking backup from 3 different positions, people fucking filled my car full of bullet holes like it was fucking Swiss cheese. So, yes, I do drink. My hands don't shake because of that. My hands shake because I did the right thing once upon a time. The thing that everybody wishes they could see a fucking cop do in one of those fucking videos that comes up.
And
If you scroll back, I
I'm
told the
I'm
whole
around
story.
you all the time. I mean, I don't know who's gonna believe me, but you don't drink that much. You know, you drink when you're on camera, but you're not an alcoholic. You're not even. I wouldn't even call you a drinker. So I don't know what these people are even talking about.
I have
Well,
a
I'm the drunken
couple beers
oracle,
tonight.
so
Yeah, I have a couple beers a night, and that's about it. I never touch the hard stuff. So, yeah, I mean, Baihu Bruja was saying, until he has his Irish coffee in the morning, his hands are shaking. It's like, no, that's
That's my
Marta.
Irish coffee.
That's Marta's Irish coffee, dude. I don't do that shit.
And you certainly don't do it in
Also,
the morning.
No.
Iron Sage, one of the things that I saw that you had tagged Birch in is when he was talking about. One of the things I saw was about him saying, you don't know what the word warlock means. That's one thing that.
I sure didn't
I
see
don't know.
that video, dude. I don't. I pay
That's the one
attention
I
to
had
that.
texted to you.
I pay attention to that shit every day. I don't know why I'm missing his tags. I didn't block him or anything. But okay, so I take all that back if he has been tagging me, but I have
Yeah.
not seen that fucking video. And with regard to Warlock, yeah, I know the last Oxford translation of Warlock is Oathbreaker. And the debate now is what oaths were broken. And
to the church.
originally
Yeah.
we were told that they broke an oath to the coven, and then the coven got persecuted, maybe burned at the stake, that kind of shit. But the question has been asked: is it the Christian church that they broke the oath to? Because the Christians were the first ones to brand male witches with the word warlock.
Yes.
And if you
that's
can
also.
and Iron Sage, if you can prove otherwise, Christian Day has $10,000 sitting there. If you can prove that Warlock was breaking an oath to the coven, then the $10,000 has been sitting there for like a decade. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do this.
Wait,
So
wait. He agrees. It was the oath to the church. But I was baptized. My parents were Catholic. I didn't make an oath. You can't hold me responsible for an oath I didn't fucking make. I was not conscious enough to make that oath. So men reclaiming Warlock, I'm absolutely behind that. And I am the only heterosexual male witch I know to reclaim that. Although I've been calling myself witch for 46 years, so I usually don't say the word Warlock, but I have reclaimed the name.
And
So I
Iron
think the
Sage,
issue is here.
sorry.
Hold on, Sebastian. I
You-
think the
you
issue
go on.
is here regarding the word warlock is that even though the original use of the word was to the oathbreaker of the church, given by the church, it has been used towards male witches who broke oaths to their coven. And so that's to say that it only means regarding the church. Like when we think about the swastika, it originally was a Hindu symbol, right? But we know that when we see it now, it's Nazis. So if you're going to reclaim it as in to erase the part of it being used towards male witches turning against witches and breaking oaths to witches, that's a lot of unpacking and a lot of rewriting of history you're going to have to do.
Well, with regard to the swastika, and I've heard this a lot, if you actually look at them, the Hindu swastika ran Widdershins, and the Nazi swastika ran Sunwise, Deosil. So if you reverse a symbol, you reverse its meaning. So the Nazi swastika is not the Hindu swastika. It's going in the other direction.
Yeah.
And we kind of know a guy who was on WitchCon named Swastik. You know,
Yeah.
Swastik, and he's not a Nazi. He's like, that's just his name. He's a Hindu guy. He teaches about Hinduism, and he's the nicest guy ever. He's always smiling. It's kind of like weird to me too to call him Swastik, but that's his name.
Mhm.
He's got
And
nothing to do
also,
with it.
To be clear, I don't really have a problem with Iron Sage. And Iron Sage
No,
is
me
probably
neither.
good for probably good for banishing. Not White Sage though. Okay. I found some of the things that he has to say interesting. However, he has linked himself with a group that has only done vile things on Witch Talk. And yeah, I said a couple bad things. I apologized for those. I apologize for calling Celtic Witch a bitch. I do not apologize for saying sit and spin. She has that coming. I know why she has that coming. It's been years in the fucking coming, and you just don't know about it. So, in reality, I'm actually just kind of concerned that I don't want them to do that to you, man. It's when they turn on you, it's some vile fucking shit.
Well, a lot of his talking points that he's made in the video, I saw 2 videos myself, and that he was regurgitating their talking points.
Yeah. And what they do is they dox people, they stalk people, they call CPS on people, they call animal control on people, and they SWAT people. They don't practice.
People, me being people, me.
Yeah, they don't practice witchcraft.
Her.
They practice.
Mia Moon.
They practice bitchcraft. Okay.
Mia Moon in the chat. Me. Seraphima came up yesterday and said that it was done to her. Birch, it's been done to him. Pandora's come up and said it was done to her. Like, there are so many people. So over the years, over the 7 years, has it been? It's almost 8 years that we've been on here teaching.
Mm-hmm.
It is nonstop. And they're
especially, for all the stuff that's gone on, you know, I just don't have a problem with Iron Sage. He seems like a decent guy. He's coming from a decent place.
He's a very simple person.
I just think he's a bit misguided. He doesn't know what we know about these people.
Well, that's why I always tell people you got to sit, watch, and listen for a while before trying to be the voice of reason when you don't know shit about fuck all.
Absolutely.
You know,
like we say in New Orleans, learn things.
Just sit back and you're new
Iron
here.
Sage, would you like to come up, mate, whilst you're at the gym? So you don't have to type it all, so you can actually do what you're doing at the gym. Would you like to be in a box to where you can speak? You don't have to have your camera on, mate. Just if you would like to be able to speak instead of having to type. Up to you.
Oh, here he comes. Okay, good. I got to about 4:20 Central Time. All right, so hopefully you're not too sweaty. How
Well,
you doing?
can you actually hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, it's really noisy in here. No, I'm not aligned with them. I can understand why you think that or why it would seem that way. But I just said some of the things that they had also said. I know I've said some things that Birch has said. They friended me. If Birch friends me, I'm not going to block him. I don't block people. So I'm not aligned with anyone. If they turn on me, fine. That's their business. Get out of here.
All right, I just did that.
And I'll accept you.
Okay.
And I followed you as well, Iron Sage. I have seen your videos as well, and I has good information. The one that Iron Sage, the reason why I particularly myself claim the word warlock is because I did betray my oath to a deeply seated oath I had to the Christian faith, as someone who has been victimized by that, as someone who is a homosexual. As I've also not only reclaimed the word warlock, I've also reclaimed the F slur that people try to use to demonize those of us in the LGBT community. So it's just more so of a self-empowerment thing, and it's a way to it's my way of saying I've cut my ties with that.
I'm all for reclaiming those words. 100%. I don't care what your orientation is. I don't care if you're trans, fucking Martian. I don't care. The hard thing is when you have a large platform, if people don't know your history, and you say, I'm this, they might be like, whoa, there might be thousands of people being like, whoa. And then those thousands of people are going to spread negative things about you because they hadn't known your original reasoning. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying that's super hard to get around.
This is true, unless someone seeks me out and ask why I do call myself as such, and I will explain the historical means of it too, because in historically, the historicity of it, they did say it was those who had broken the oath to the religious Christian faith and had then to choose to practice witchcraft as it was. So yes, that's also partly from Wikipedia, which can be misconstrued as well, but it's we don't exactly have all the text from that because of the Dark Ages and what was burnt from it. But
well, a real good example is Birch putting out a video, and I don't want to say it because I don't want to get your live flag, but B and the C words, I've seen those videos of the historical context when you're talking about goddesses, but that video is like not very well received or viewed. So when you use that in a different context, people are just going to like turn off because they're going to be like, oh, he just hates women. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it was. Well, that's how it was received. I saw the video that Nevermore.
But listen. The purpose of the video is to entice people's reaction. The purpose of the video is for people to challenge it and want to seek the knowledge for themselves. If I am speaking utter truth, it is not my responsibility or care on how it's perceived. Go look for yourself.
That's fine. But then you can't be upset at the people who are receiving it poorly.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I mean, we have this Welsh witch that comes in here, and she calls everybody a cunt. And then we all call each other cunts. And I'm sure they use those screenshots over there at the haters camp. Say, look, he's calling everybody a cunt. Yeah, well, I called Sebastian a cunt.
I did. I mean, I'm the receiver, so why not?
They are not the words that they used to be. They're used so interchangeably now. But when I used it on Celtic Hex, I was not joking. And it was bad of me to say that to her. And I took responsibility for that. But I will say a million other terrible things about her because she should sit and spin.
Well, that's totally fine. And like, I'm just gonna relate it to something you said to me. If there's a different word, or if there's a different meaning behind cuck, and you meant it in a different way, fine. I didn't know that, so I'm not going to receive it that way. So when you use a word like that, and then someone makes a reaction video, you kind of have to be like, okay, I can see where you're coming from. Let me tag you in this other video explaining it.
Yeah, that's legit. Yeah. How many times have they used those words against women? Yeah, they use those words all the time. But I think it's kind of like the N-word, Black people can use the word, women can use that word, that kind of thing. But I used the word. But we do that here, like when we get the Celtic or the Welsh witch.
To clarify, you used the C word, not the N word.
And to be honest, the majority of us, especially those of us who know her behavior, know her patterns, and know her history, were kind of just like, why are you apologizing for calling a spade a fucking spade?
Yeah, a lot of these people were kind of down on me for apologizing. I will say that. But, I went off. The reason why I apologize is because I teach my students never take an action based on an emotion. And I did that. I never said I was perfect. I do that shit too. That's why I teach that is partially me trying to teach that to myself too. I'm emotional. I'm a Cancer. I work really hard to not do that, but I have my moment. So I had a moment, so I apologized for my moment. But I'm
Mia
not
makes
thinking
a
good about them either.
Mia makes a great point in the chat.
Um,
She said that they are not offended by those words at all, and they take issue with it because it comes from people they don't like. They use it constantly. So the words itself are not offensive to them.
no.
They like to switch the narrative. How dare you? Let's just use it to weaponize. See, he's just a misogynist. It is what they do with the men on this app. Point blank, period. They've done it to many. Anytime a man that comes into the space and disagrees with anything they say, they're automatically deemed a predator, a misogynist, and what is the other? There's another thing that they always say they are.
I'm not sure.
Well, let me
Either
make a
way.
suggestion.
I had a question.
Tiara?
It's in the middle of saying something now, so I'll
Oh,
wait
okay.
until she's done.
Nothing I say is important. Believe that.
Oh. Okay, well, I was
don't
curious because, okay, so I have Christian family and I've like done the whole turn your heart over to Jesus or whatever. But I'm LGBT, so like that whole religion never really sat right with me anyways. So what do I do and what am I considered? Like, is that, cause like for the men, it's considered warlock, but what is it for female?
You're a seeker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's saying an oath breaker for a woman, unless I'm misunderstanding.
Oh. I don't know if they have a word for that.
What they would call her Jezebel spirit.
Like a heretic?
I think so. That they would. So what they would call if she's possessed by Jezebel spirit of a blasphemous. That's what they would call her.
That's interesting.
What?
Yeah, it's a misogynistic thing that Christians do. Is if someone has turned around, they've been possessed by Jezebel spirit.
I think
There were probably already enough negative words about women that they just
No,
decided not to use another word.
They just call you a witch. They just call you a fucking witch.
This is true.
I will say I think heretic was the accurate term.
Heretic?
Heretic.
That would work.
Okay, thank you.
There's a verse in the Bible that says, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live."
King James.
The worst thing you could be called is a witch.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have no
thank
kind
you.
words for Christianity. I have none. I have no kind words for Christianity.
Which, at the time, witch
Yeah.
was a hated word, which was interchangeable with bitch. It was denigrating the female, even though we have male witches, but that's what it was used for. And we just, Wicca ran a PR campaign that made it, popular again. Popular. Wicca's gonna be popular.
Are we really going a wicked trope here? No.
I already did, man. I already did. I'm not taking it back.
Damn it.
Not taking it back, bro.
Right, so are you going to take Glenda the Good now? Go on.
I think that was Glenda the Good.
She was the one that sang it.
She's the one that sang it. So don't tell me you Glenda the Good when I already did it. You cunt.
Yes, Daddy. No, I'm joking.
Who are you talking to, Lou? Because I was never Wiccan.
Iron Sage, I keep seeing you trying to unmute. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, mate? You're welcome to speak.
Oh no, it's really hard trying to get in between sets, but I don't want to cut anyone off. No, my thought, I don't have a problem at all with like inner group, like people saying, like you just said, bitch. Fine, everybody in the group understands what you mean. You're saying it, but like if I make a video about Birch, responding to Birch or whatever, if I immediately come out the gate saying like beta or cuck or whatever, not that I care that you said it, but if I come right out the gate with insults, it's like an immediate turnoff. So my problem is with that. If I'm trying to win you over or educate you or tear apart your logic, I would much rather do it with, I don't want to say intellect, but a little bit of class so that you don't turn off immediately.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So even if I'm offended, Go ahead.
So, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I've never called anybody that before. You're the first one. But
I'm not offended.
I'm sorry about that. Okay.
I'm actually
No,
glad that I'm the first person you said that to.
it was given. It was because of the talking points that you were making that were regurgitated. It was completely given beta. It was completely
It's
giving
just
that
the
you
same.
give up. Hold on, please. It was giving that you gave up your own sovereignty within practice because a group of women said that you're a guest here.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
don't want to.
exactly
I don't
say
think we need to really go back into the whole guest thing. But I agree with Birch that you should not have to, if you've been in a space and you have done nothing wrong to be exiled from that space. I understand that it's offensive to then say, hey, you have to step back. But that's not the majority of men who have stayed in the space. My point is that men abandoned the space in droves because they saw what was going on and they saw safe haven in the patriarchy. So they said, let's go over there. And when I say patriarchy, I am not disowning myself as a man. I am standing in sovereignty as a man against what I think is wrong. And what I think is wrong is the patriarchy. So when I come back into the space, or if I come into the space for the first time, I have not been in the space. So I have to understand with sensitivity what other men have done because women don't know me. They don't know what I'm about. They don't know my history. So if I just come in this space saying, I deserve to be here, that's going to be received poorly. If I just come into the space and say, I understand, you should get to know me, this is what I'm about, and you can make your own decision. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be received just fine. So that's my thought process about the guest thing. Not
Well,
that you should take a step back. You should just continue to stand.
Why should you lessen yourself in your own sovereignty to be like, oh, can I come in? No, I'm here. I belong
No, I'm
here.
not. I don't ask. Like, you're not saying, can I come in? You're just saying, like, if I just came into this witch talk space, I'm going to come into this space talking about what I want to talk about, but I'm going to be sensitive to new viewers who may be either men or women. Like you, Birch, could hear me coming into the space as a newbie and be like, who the fuck is this guy? But if I come into this space with a humble attitude and I say what I'm going to say, if you say, oh, actually, this kid's got some good ideas. Okay, now I'm welcomed in the space. I'm not just going to come in like the Kool-Aid man saying that I deserve to be here just because I'm sovereign as a man. I deserve to be here.
Yeah, well, let me explain where I'm coming from. So, 46 years of teaching witchcraft. Back in the day, us male witches, and most of them are gay, but we made an agreement that we were going to take a whole bunch of shit from the women because even though we were opposed to the patriarchy, our penises represented the patriarchy, and we're going to take a whole bunch of shit. And we agreed to take it on the fucking chin. And, I did that for, 40 plus years. And people like Z Budapest came along and called us a lower species of life to be eradicated from the planet. And my sisters I never saw anybody, come forward and back us up. And our job at the time was to prop the women up, support them, lift them up from where the patriarchy had put them. We were very passionate about that. But it wasn't reciprocal. And so at a certain point, that's when I embraced the word warlock, to separate myself from that and embrace my masculinity, because I can count on one hand the amount of women that I ever saw step forward and talk against that shit. Talk against Z Budapest, talk against, fucking saying, we never said those fucking things to women or about women at all. We fucking supported them. We were trying to bring them back from the fucking patriarchy. And I just never felt that. So at a certain point, it's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm a warlock.
I totally get that, but being a good person is not transactional.
Yeah,
if you decide to stop being a good person because you're being shit on, well, then you're just turning into a bad person.
Touche.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good
By the way,
person, bad person. How about just fucking being yourself fully with all genuinity and just be?
Like, who gives a fuck how you're received? Truly, if you are truly sovereign, why do you care of how you're received? I am. I just simply am. I'm knowledgeable. I'm crude. I'm a bitch and I take no shit. I am. Like it or not, I do not care. Because nothing is going to make me soften me to make you comfortable with me.
So really quick, Fierce, who said I can count on one hand the number of men who I felt safe around. Well, I get that, but people like Z Budapest used to say that a woman's only space is a safe space. And me, having spent my entire life with women, all of my friends in high school, junior high, were women. I didn't even worship a god until maybe 15 years ago. I decided, I should probably include a god in there. I have a bunch of goddesses there, and I'm not even like paying attention to the fucking gods. So, all right, we'll give Cernunnos a bone. I'll put him on my fucking altar. What the hell? But they used to say, Z Budapest and that a woman's only space is a safe space. And me spending most of my life with mostly women, gotta say that anybody that says that doesn't know any fucking women. Women are the most fucking vicious against themselves. These people over here in the 5 have been attacked by maybe 3 men. Maybe 3 men ever said anything bad about them. They have turned on women back and forth. It's a fucking cat fight, and it usually is that way. It's not just fucking men. Yeah, I get it. You know, we do horrible things and that kind of stuff, but we are not more vicious than your average woman. They are fucking vicious, catty B-words, and they will fucking turn on you too. Go ahead.
Can I ask you, when that whole debacle started, how long of a timeline between when I started coming up into your lives and sharing space with you and teaching alongside of you did those attacks against you begin?
3 weeks. About 3 weeks. And, you know, those were people, those people were on your side once upon a time, but now they're not. And, and then, like Aunt Marta down here, like I always say with Sebastian, gay guys get along with a lot more than straight guys. And when Christian Day publicly called my wife the hottest piece of ass in the occult, I put on my best Worf voice and I said, if you were any other man, I would unalive you where you stand. But since he's gay, he got to say that shit. If, a hetero guy had said that, we'd be
My
button
safe
fucking head.
space is gay men, not women, not straight men, gay men. That is my safe space.
We have this honor.
He's a fruit fly.
Well,
Fruit fly.
that's it. That's an interesting. That I do not disagree with you, but why not any straight men?
Well,
No,
I mean,
I'm not. I'm not one way or the other. I'm just
I
asking.
don't have a problem with straight men, but I'd rather see a group of gay men in the woods than a group of straight men in the woods. You know what I mean?
Right, because you know their intentions, right?
Yep.
That's that. Oh my God, that is the exact reason that I'm on the side that I'm on with the guest thing. They don't know my intentions. So if I come into a space showing my intentions rather than demanding me being in the space, then I might be a safe, let's say, heterosexual. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can't be. I know plenty of safe men. I've worked
And that's what I'm
most
getting
of
at.
my life being the only woman in a men's department, and I like it. I'm totally fine with it. But I still prefer gay men, though. No offense.
Can I just say
And
something real
none
quick?
taken.
Oh, I'm going to say something. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to say something real quick and then I'm going to pop out because I'm going to come from another perspective. Iron Sage, I've seen one of your or two of your videos. I think you seem like a very educated, very well-spoken dude. And I actually agree with a lot of what you say. Here is my perspective from a woman who works in a male-dominated field, a straight male-dominated field. I understand what you're saying, but the problem is here is that you're conflating real life with TikTok world. TikTok world is another universe. And I understand what you're saying about how coming across and how you're received as a man in a female dominated space. I understand that, but you have to understand how this world operates. No matter what you do or what you say, if someone chooses to have issue with you for whatever reason, and it could be things that you have one, no control of, things that you said that they misunderstood and misinterpreted, that not that you that you said at all, they are going to start a hate campaign and they will recruit other people to hate on you. And it doesn't work like the real world. It is completely outer limits. So I get on this app. I don't mess with anybody. I don't start problems with nothing. I do my content. People take issue with me for things that, like, Mia comes across as a know-it-all. Mia comes across as snobby. Mia this, Mia that. Like it is absurd. And then it's gotten to the point where they've actually called my employer. So they'll take things into real life. I've had to go to court over TikTok shit, something that I never thought in a million years it would happen. They have said over and over again that I've done and said things that never happened. And when you try to clarify or show evidence, they use it against you. So you could have the best intentions by coming across and saying, hey, I'm a man, I'm a straight man, but I'm safe. I support women, I defend women. All that stuff is awesome, great. But when those people decide to turn on you, those same words that they're applauding now, they will turn around and completely like just chop them up and edit them to their favor, whatever agenda they want to push. And I know it sounds stupid and super childish, right? Because it is, but that's what they do. And like me, if I were to walk into my male dominated space and say, thank you guys, thank you for allowing me to be here, I would never be respected, right? I earned my place there. And I stand in my own autonomy. I say, no, I deserve to be here, period. And just because you're a straight man does not mean that you can't do the same, honestly. Some people will receive it badly, some people won't. It just depends on who you're dealing with. And unfortunately, on this app, especially on Witch Talk, you're going to deal with some people that their comprehension level is a little bit, how should I say, impaired.
Different.
Right? So
We agree, just not on the first step. I agree with
what's
you.
that?
Okay, can I chime in now, Mia? Is
No,
that
go
okay?
ahead. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
So what I hear you saying is that you're going to put on a mask of something that you're not, so that you're received into a space. We as women don't like, that's not going to make us think you're safe. You being genuine and true to yourself is what's going to allow us to dictate and discern for ourselves if you're safe. Because what you literally just said out your mouth is that you're going to put on this mask or this shell to hide who you truly are until you're received.
Me?
And that's exactly, yeah, that's what you said.
Oh, absolutely not. What I'm saying is
You
that
said you're going to soften yourself, right? You said you're going to soften yourself until when you come into the space so you're well received.
no, but I don't change. I don't change. I still understand there's never a point when I'm going to take off a mask and say, haha, gotcha. I can just come into it. Okay, if you're in a job interview, just because you want to show your best foot forward doesn't mean once you get the job, you're going to change. And if you do change, you're the wrong employee. If you do change as a man, you're the wrong man. I'm just saying I'm coming into it with the understanding that you don't know me. And then you will get to know me. And if you determine that I'm not a good person, then guess what? Whatever, that's your own business. But I'm not just going to come off with inside jokes or idioms or whatever, like the shit that I say to my friends. I wouldn't meet a new person and say that shit because they don't know the context. They haven't known me. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm taking off a mask.
Absolutely fair. I get what he's saying. Like the person that you project on the internet isn't, listen, we're all a brand. It's a brand that you project, right?
No, you can't say that. You can't say that.
I agree though. No, it is a brand because, and when I say brand, what I mean is the type of content you do, the type of, the way you speak, your opening hook, like Uncle Bert says, welcome to Witch School. Like it's all, that's his brand. That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that you're being fake or pretend. You're presenting, like you said, putting your best foot forward. I agree with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And it doesn't mean that you're not being your genuine self, right? I
It's
wouldn't
a
show up to
version of you. It's a
it's a
version of
version
yourself.
of you. Absolutely.
Go ahead, Birch.
Well, we've reached 4:21, which is 1 minute later than the end of the show. So we're going to go down the boxes. Everybody give your final thoughts, and then we'll do Uncle Birch's final thoughts. Mia, final thoughts?
A Murder of Crows available where all online books are sold. Get your copy today. Peace. Love you
I
guys.
will be reading that.
Nice.
Well,
I'm not done with this conversation, so we will continue tomorrow. Same bat
Yeah.
channel, same bat time.
And also, I've also.
Wait. It's Sage's turn. We're going down the row.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay. Sage's turn.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm glad we disagree, and I hope we continue to disagree.
Okay. Sebastian?
I was going to say I had a few more things to address with Iron Sage and at future dates if that's possible. I did send you a DM request as well, Iron Sage, because there's a few things I would like to further clarify with you, if that's all right, mate.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right. And Marta?
Nothing. Just that I enjoyed being here today. I tend to listen a lot more than I speak, but at some point I'll probably speak more. But I enjoyed myself today.
True INFJ fashion.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'll
NFJ.
see you at Marta.
Yep. I'll see ya.
See you at Marta in a couple minutes.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be here.
Well, hopefully y'all come back. Iron Sage, it's been good to have you here. Hopefully you come back tomorrow. We are in our 8th week of going live 7 days a week. Usually around 2 o'clock Central Time. Sometimes I started a little bit early. I was late one time ever. And those of you that were there, put that in your diary because Uncle Birch is never fucking late.
No.
He's never late.
You were
Never
11
late.
minutes late, by the way. 11
It was
minutes.
at one time. Yeah, it was like 5 minutes because I got my new mic set and shit, and I was trying to
It
get
was
that.
11.
Wow. 11 minutes. If you're early, you're late, by the way.
All right. So check me out at gumroad.com/witch school. Level 1 witch school is available at a reduced price for the first time in history. Get to gumroad.com/witch school. It's up in my profile link thing. Look for level 1
brand.
chant.
That's his brand, bitch.
And there's a lot of other classes there. The Magical Warfare series is really popular on TikTok because this place is fucking TikToxic, okay? You need to protect yourself, okay? Check me out at hexfest.com. August 7th to the 9th here in New Orleans. If you can make it down, come on down, man. See Uncle Birch at Hexfest. And
yeah, man.
Hopefully y'all can come back tomorrow. I'll try and remember to send an invite to Iron Sage. He might be in the list of people that I invite now that I followed him too. But
I
as
may
I
also,
always
if he wants to join my live after this one, you're welcome to, Sage, as well.
Yes, Sebastian will be live probably all night.
Probably. I do not have a set schedule.
As our ancestors used to say to remind us of the troubled times through which they came in the breadcrumb trail that they left you to follow in the old ways, merry meet, merry part, even though crazy shit happens on this show. Merry meet again, y'all.
And change the batteries on your smoke detectors. All right.